Testing. welcome everybody to Channel 19 as Channel 19 presents Boys Basketball JV as Sterling Knights take on the Haddon Gardnets. So this is going to be a JV game. Of course, Varsity game will be on later around 5:30, I believe. 5:30 is the game start for Varsity, but this is the JV game, and both times we've recorded the JV game, they've won both twice against West Stafford and I believe Township.
Yeah, they played against Township. In both games, they played really good defense. They did a good job stopping their opponents. Every basket their opponents earned, it was an earned basket. You know, they gave up no easy baskets, been playing good defense and getting most of their baskets in transition.
And we've been talking about the Sterling team, and you haven't seen most of the Sterling team. I hear from a junior, of course, and what I've seen, this is a very defensive team. We've seen a lot of, and it's really good to watch, and it's really good to see that they've earned their points really well. I believe it's I think it's a foul shot to see who gets the ball first. Or I could be wrong.
Not really sure what's going on here.
What was that? Excuse me? Oh. It was for what? I'm sorry. What we just heard from the ref, it was a technical foul for grabbing the rim during the warm-ups.
Well, that's not a great start there for Sterling. Going down 2-0 before the clock even starts, giving up a technical foul before the game even starts. Not a good start there.
Anyway, here goes Haddon Heights, and it's already out, and it's going to be still Haddon Heights ball. It's actually another foul against Sterling, so that's on number 21, Mandel, a great player. And here goes the three, but doesn't make it, and now Sterling's going to try and grab it. Not there. Going to have a wide open guy. There's going to be another foul, and that might be on Jaden Johnson, and Sterling right now struggling.
Off here, they seem to lose the rebound fighting for the ball. Number 33 grabs the board there. Passes it off. It's a 0-0, and he takes the contact.
We don't have that in our program, so not quite sure who he is. And that's going to be traveling for Haddon Heights, and Sterling already down 2-0. 3 fouls for the team. It's not good, but let's see how well Sterling can come back from this.
Yeah, and let's see if they dial back on their defensive aggression, look to not go for steals, play it a little more safe.
Able to get the rebound. Jaden Johnson goes for a long two, unable to get it, and trying to get a jump ball here, unable to. And now Haddon Heights setting up the field, so let's see how Sterling does. And Rob Carter able to get the ball, nice steal.
Doesn't look like Sterling's dialing back on the aggressiveness. They still want to stay aggressive even with the 3-team foul.
Here goes Mandel with it. Mandel's going to try to go for the rim, goes it backwards, give it to Jameer Richardson. Russell now is going to go for the three, unable to, and it's going to hit. It is going to be Sterling's ball right there. A lot of already some confusion for Heights, and they got scared for a minute.
Good effort there by number 33 trying to save the ball, but just not enough.
And that's going to be Heights' ball as Russell is going to try to go for the three, unable to get it. Now Heights with it.
Even with the 3-team fouls and getting the 2 technical early, Heights hasn't really been able to build up that much momentum because Sterling defensively has still played aggressive defense.
You seem to say that. 2 points go on the board.
That's a good job there getting the guy open. Number 23, Ryan DiOrio, nails the shot there.
Anyway, Jaden Johnson over there just running through the defense. And Haddon Heights after that calls their first timeout.
You see the speed here of Jaden Johnson. He goes up to the rim. Good job protecting the ball there. You'll watch right here. You see he sort of cradles it on the way up. That's a good job protecting the ball, going down the lane with multiple defenders there.
And also, this is just a JV game, 5:30. Varsity's going to play, of course, Haddon Heights. And you have Arnett, who got the 1,000 points 2 games ago, and Sterling, who's played against Township earlier, was a tough game Saturday, and it was really entertaining, nail-biter to the end.
That Haddon Township team wouldn't go away. Sterling got up big, and Haddon Township found a way to claw their way back, but Sterling did a good job not letting Haddon Township get in their heads, and eventually Sterling won the game.
Heights now starting with the ball here. Just 2 points ahead, and they're just going to go for a 3. Unable to, and Jaden Johnson now with it. Going to give it to Mondell. Mondell's going to try and get the 2, and he is, and now it's all tied up.
That's a good job working in transition. You see Mondell getting out there on the fast break. He's ready to run as soon as they get that rebound.
And Sterling is really deadly on the transition. We've seen those last 2 games, transition has been their really deadly suit.
And it's because of the defense that they play. And you'll watch here, as soon as that rebound's corralled, Mundell gets out and starts running there. And he takes it right to the hoop.
And it's going to be Rob Carter foul, a shooting foul. So number 30, John Koschak? We'll take, I thought it was going to be Scanzo. I thought that was a shooting foul for a minute, I guess not.
Looks like they're going to stick with the inbound here. Yeah, and you'll see there, Rob Carter does not want to give up the easy basket.
It's going to be White's ball again. So a little confusion for us right now. Heights playing a very aggressive defense. Jaden Johnson just lobs it up to Mundell, able to catch it. Mundell's going to give it to Carter, who's going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to give a nice pass to Jameer Richardson, who just hits the side of the basket. Still some nice passing.
Good passing there, but Richardson could have made the extra pass, get it to Russell in the corner, who was wide open. Richardson was drawing a double team.
And that's another 2 points. Number 33, who we don't have on our score sheet either. Jaden Johnson's going to go for a long 2. Goes in and out, but Russell able to grab it. Tries to send it up, unable to.
Really good job getting the rebound there by Russell. Russell doing a good job getting the rebound.
Now number 23, Ryan DiOrio, able to get the rebound and the 2 points.
And Haddon Heights has gotten most of their buckets here in transition. They've been playing good aggressive defense, sort of doing what Sterling does. Aggressive defense, getting the rebounds, pushing it in the fast break.
Russell able to get that foul and unable to get it in. But
you'll see here he'll drive in and he just sort of takes a contact, and you got number 23 there, Ryan DiOrio, for the putback. You'll watch the pass here, going up. Gets the floater with a little contact there.
Russell able to get his first free throw, trying to get his second free throw. And we always say this, free throws are very important in games. It can be a win or a loss for a team.
Yeah, free throws, especially in close games, mean a lot, you know. Going down into the fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter, down by a few points, free throws can be a good way to get the lead, chip into the lead.
That was number 20, goes for the free throw, Raul Hancock. Deep ball, unable to get it to, I believe, could have been Rob Carter. And Sterling right now is not the same Sterling we've seen in the past 2 games. That ball's going to go out, and that's going to be Heights' ball.
We're going to take a look here. Good screen, and the screen draws the attention of Jane Johnson. That leaves number 20, Hancock, wide open. We saw him sort of drift towards number 21, Jalen Coles, after the screen. They left Hancock open for the 3.
Right now, we haven't seen Sterling ever behind, I believe. Not even the first 2 games. I don't think we've seen Sterling play behind.
And this could be a good learning experience for them, you know, way to claw back into a game. Even though it's a 5-point deficit, being down in the game is way different than being up. And let's see how they adjust here.
Here goes Mundell, goes for a floater, unable to get it, and I feel like they're forcing way too much right now.
They're forcing shots in the half court because usually they're more of a run and gun team. They like to get out on the fast break, run it. They're not used to playing in the half court, which is something that they're trying to adjust to right now because Haddon Heights is playing good offense here, and they're getting out and running, forcing Sterling to get into the half court.
And I believe that's a foul against Haddon Heights. I don't know which player yet. That's their second foul. Number 21, Jalen Coles, his second foul of the game. And second foul for the team also. Russell will get this and start it off.
Let's see if they can make that half-court adjustment here.
Well, there goes Russell. Tries to go for the basket, unable to get it in. Now Carter able to steal it and goes for the basket, unable to get it in. Now Richardson looking for someone.
It's a good job by Richardson slowing it down, passing it out.
Now Russell goes to Carter. Carter unable to, and now it's Lockett. Russell for 3. Misses it.
Right now, Haddon Heights is playing great defense, and they're doing a good job of containing Sterling, not letting anybody get open.
And that's traveling as that 3 does go in, but won't count for Heights. Sterling right now still playing the back foot. Still plenty of game left to play. Russell right now starts with the ball.
They got to find a way to just get a guy open, whether that be with the screen, whether that be some quick passing. They got to find a way to get a guy open, get a good look.
Looked like Wandell was going to shoot, gives it to Rob Carter with the 3, unable to get it in.
See, and even though he misses that shot, that's that open look you're talking about there. The open look.
Nice block from Russell right there. And that's going to give Sterling back the ball here. Good job from Jameer Richardson, able to knock out the ball.
Good job by Russell getting the block. Shooter was open and he jumped over there.
Russell right now with it. He's going to go drive to the basket. Unable to get it.
A little bit of contact there. That's not an easy finish with defender behind you, defender in front of you, giving you a little contact.
Heights passing it around, calling out plays. And honestly, I think what's really harming the Sterling defense is they really don't know where the pass is going to come from.
The passing is quick, and Haddon Heights has used multiple screens to try and get guys open, drawing defenders, getting double teams. And when you double team somebody, that means somebody's going to be wide open.
And there's Jason Shivers, the JV coach.
He's been doing a great job getting this team to play more hardcore defense. And it's sort of become this team's identity, is to play good defense, get out, run and gun. And I think that's a testament to Coach Shivers.
Number 33, who we don't have on our board. And Russell now with it. He's looking. Jameer Richardson, slow to get up. I
believe that's Rob Carter.
That is Rob Carter. And
that's not a good sign.
That is not a good sign. We'll take a look at this basket right here. You see right there. See there, Rob Carter could have pulled something by the looks of things.
Looked like when he went down, he was holding his knee. I'm not completely sure, though. but it's never good to see a guy down like this.
We're right now waiting for Mr. Clank. We're going to see.
You see him go down here, and it looks like towards the bottom of the screen, he's holding his knee there.
He's going to get up. Going to see right here what happens.
Goes up, sort of in an awkward position, goes up. You'll see him down right here. Right here, he grabs the knee. He's holding on to his knee. That's never a good sign.
Hope he's okay. He's able to walk around like nothing too bad has happened, but just 31 seconds remaining, and see right there, Sean Clank and gonna look at him. Sterling's gonna keep the ball here.
That's also a tough thing there for the team. You know, he's a starter. He started in all 3 games that we've been here. Very good player for this JV team.
Able to shoot a nice couple threes to help out the team. Lockett right now with it. Now it's going to be Heights' ball. It is going to be Heights' ball. No, it's going to be Sterling's ball.
And with 11 seconds here, I would think that you would hold it unless you get a great look, unless you're wide open, but you don't want to give Heights any momentum.
Go Russell now, Mundell. Mundell's going to lock it. And that's going to end it for the first quarter right now. Heights right now unexpectedly leading this game 13-6 over Sterling. And you see right here the cutouts of our fans, of course. And you see there Mr. K and all the others, some dogs.
We got Mr. K right here. Got a few other fans, parents in the stands.
Get your fan cutout today at bit.ly/Sterling Cutouts.
I should have said so.
And this Sterling team hasn't. It's been a little different than what we've seen in the past 2 games.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with that because Haddon Heights is doing what Sterling likes to do. They're going out, they're playing good defense in the half court, and then grabbing the defensive rebound and getting out and running. And that leaves Sterling to have to get in the half court and score baskets in the half court, something they're struggling with right now.
And not to mention, I don't think we're going to see Rob Carter in anytime soon. But hopefully we do get to see him in soon.
Hopefully he's all right. That was, it's never good, especially when you're holding the knee. The knee always has. Knee's got a lot of ligaments. It's never good when you're holding the knee.
Sterling's going to start with this, and Russell. And Sterling automatically loses it, and Heights right now going with a big man, number 54, gets fouled, and Shivers does not like that call.
We look here, Diorio gets the steal, makes the extra pass, goes up, and Russell is doing his best, making sure he doesn't get an easy layup there in transition.
We also don't have 54 on this either, so.
That's also Sterling's 5th foul.
The freshman game was Saturday. So you probably have some freshmen out in this. It's being played Saturday, but Heights is putting out some freshmen on this JV team. So some JV minutes for these freshmen. Anyway, Russell to Lockett. Lockett's going to go for a deep 3, unable to connect. And
good job by Russell there, trying to slow it down, forcing him into the half court. not letting him get out and run.
Heights now passing it around, looking. Well, this communication. Very lucky not to go out of bounds or step on the half court, and that's going to be traveling against Heights.
That's a good job by Russell. As soon as he sees the pass go a little wayward, and his number 15 pick it up, number 15 London Upperman pick it up, he rushes over there to force him, try and get him to go backcourt.
Russell's going to try and go in the middle, gives it to Jumbo. Jumbo now trying to get the basket, bouncing, and doesn't go in. Russell able to get that steal, unable to get the basket, gets the rebound, doesn't get it again. Russell again gets another steal, goes, and this time it goes in.
Well, eventually those shots are going to go down. Those shots at the rim, they got to go down at some point. And good defense by Russell getting a steal.
2 steals.
2 steals there, yeah. Good defensive effort there. And even with the 5 fouls that the team has, they're not going away defensively.
Good job from number 15, Upperman. Able to stay down there, knew that Russell must have had a 7th sense in there, knowing that Russell was going to jump.
Yeah, and he got him, sort of with a little bit of a pump fake there.
Russell goes for a 3, unable to get it. These shots are just off. That's going to be a jump ball, and this is going to be Heights' ball. You see right there, Jumbo.
Yeah, they fed him the ball earlier, wasn't able to finish inside, and then Russell got the steal, and then got another steal, and finally a basket fell. But right now, Sterling seems to be forcing a few of these shots, and they're just not falling, and the shots that are open are just missing. Sometimes you just can't find the bottom of the basket.
Heights now finding someone open, number 44 again, probably one of the freshmen, gets a 3 there. Heights really controlling out this game. Jaden Johnson now goes through a through ball, gives it to Jumbo. Jumbo able to get it this time. Some nice passing from Jaden Johnson.
It's a good pass there by Jaden Johnson. Jumbo uses his advantage there for the easy layup.
Again, another 3. Try to go for a 3. Unable to get it now. 15 trying to going in for the basket and unable to get it. Gets his rebound almost the 3rd time there. Now Russell with it.
Also something Sterling wants to do here. They want to get out and run. Well, you'll see here Johnson drive in, senses Jumbo open, finds him after the spin of the pass, and Jumbo takes care of the rest.
Jaden Johnson's going to be the one to throw this one in. And that's going to be a 5-second violation, and Heights will get the ball back. And if you don't see something open, I hate to say that, sometimes just force something.
Well, I mean, yeah, nobody got open there. And you know the 5 seconds is coming, maybe just try and throw it off the defender in front of you.
That's another foul. Sterling's 6th foul of the game, and this, I believe this might be against Jumbo. It is against Jumbo, his first foul of today's game. Number 21, Jalen Cole's here to take the free throw. And we have not seen Sterling be behind this much. And
right now Haddon Heights is controlling this game by forcing Sterling into the half court in which they're struggling. And Haddon Heights is getting out and running and getting easy baskets in transition.
Jaden Johnson now gives it to Russell. Russell's going to have a nice wide open 3 just off, and like we've been saying, these open shots are just off. Number 15 is going to go for a nice layup there. London Upperman able to get that too.
Yeah, good footwork there by Upperman. Uses his footwork to make himself more open for the layup.
Russell now gives to Johnson. Johnson's going to run up, try to get some contact. No foul there. And number 21, Upperman's going to go for it. Tries to go for the slam dunk, and Russell says no.
Good defensive play there by Russell. And you'll see here, Upperman gets the ball, taking it. Russell speeds up, accelerates. Nice job chasing him down and getting the block there.
By that look, it really didn't look like it hit his hand.
Well, actually, I believe that they're going to call a foul there on Russell. They got a foul on him there.
Second foul this game. And that's Upperman missing this is the first shot. Jumbo's going to come off, and Jameer Richardson, will come on.
Yeah, initially there was no call there. That's why it was acting like it was a block. The ref didn't initially call it. He didn't call it until the ball went out of bounds.
And Upperman misses the second one. His team's able to get the rebound here, and Heights has controlled this Sterling team. And Heights is looking very dangerous, and I'm almost wondering what this varsity team can do against this Sterling varsity team.
Well, if you think their play style is similar, Sterling also has a good defense. It should be a good game.
And it's going to be a push against Heights here, and you can see.
Yeah, he sort of loses control of the dribble. Upperman gets the ball. And I think that they're going to get the push on Upperman as he was going for the ball. So they're getting the push on number 40. Number 40.
It's another freshman.
Rob Carter back out on the floor. That's good to see. Really good sign.
That's Russell now for a three. Finally getting, I think that's the first three that Sterling has made, I believe.
Yeah, and he sort of banked that one in there. And, backboard's there for a reason. Might as well use it.
Again, Sterling behind 10 points, something that we've not seen any team able to do in this early season so far.
Yeah, that three there from Russell was a good sign. You'll see it here again. Carter gives him the pass. He's open enough. Banks that one in. And we'll take another look at it. Carter gives him the pass, and you can see all the space. Upperman just a little late to close out. And now shooting free throws. They got a foul on Jameer Richardson. Shooting free throws is number 54.
We don't have him on our JV roster, but likely is a freshman, a very tall freshman.
Yeah, very tall from being a freshman. He still has a lot of room to grow.
And Rob Carter able to just come back out, able to get 2 points for his team. Jaden Johnson able to make a steal, and another 2 points and timeout from Heights. And Sterling able to find their groove.
That's the defense that we're talking about there. Good aggressive defense from Johnson. Johnson gets the steal. We'll take a look at it here. Carter gets the layup. Johnson stays down there, reads the eyes of the man inbounding it. And you'll see here Russell makes a nice little behind the back. Carter already down there, gets the layup. And then Johnson gets that steal there, takes it up. He just reads the eyes of the man that's inbounding it there.
Looking at that, it looked like it was going to go to 54, and I don't think 54 was even looking at that pass.
Yeah, and you'll see, and look at how much space Rob Carter has. He has so much space. He got down there so fast. He was getting ready to run. Knows his team needs to get that run and gun going. Got down there fast.
Now with this a little bit of confidence and a little bit of everything that they've been missing throughout this game. Let me take another look here. Just a nice steal from Jaden Johnson.
Yeah, he does a good job getting his hands on it. Good heads-up play there. And I think that gives Sterling a little confidence. that they're going to need.
They play a little bit of aggressive defense, but Heights able to deal with it for right now. Jaden Johnson really on his toes.
Looking to get another steal there.
Just about a minute and 45 seconds remaining left on this clock. Sterling trying to claw their way back up. Upperman's going to go for a nice open three, takes it and drains it. Jaden Johnson now with it.
When you give a guy like Upperman that sort of space, he's not really going to miss most of the time.
Jaden Johnson, nice pass, gives it to Richardson, and nice passing. They were asking for a foul right there. Shivers not liking, saying that they hit, I believe Jaden Johnson's head, not liking this call.
Yeah, he's still chirping at the ref over there.
A
great pass from Johnson. A good job by Richardson getting the finish.
Upperman unable to clearly get the steal, and now Heights able, and Shivers still on about that. He's not liking it.
Not at all. When your guy gets whacked in the head, if I was the coach, I'd be pretty mad too.
Russell with it still. And that was number 21, Jalen Coles. And we're going to take a look right here on that foul, and you kind of saw it a little bit early. Oh, number 33. Wow.
Gets Richardson in the head.
I thought it was Jalen Johnson, but no. Wow. That is.
Well, looking at that again, that was a pretty clear hit to the head.
That was.
Should have been an and one opportunity there for Sterling.
Unfortunately, the refs didn't get to, I guess, did not have a clear view of it. But
right now, it seems to be a momentum battle between Sterling and Haddon Heights. And whoever has the momentum their bench is fired up, and the other bench looks diminished. And right now, they're battling for it. Both benches sort of into the game right now, cheering on their teammates.
Heights able to get the last points. Russell's going to go for a long three, off a bit, and a very surprising lead. Haddon Heights leading this against Sterling 30-19. We'll be right back for second half action.
Are you such a loser? Why am I such a loser? No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
Is as important as ever. And these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the tech crew today.
welcome back everyone for second half action. And you see right now, Haddon Heights is leading this one 30-19 over Sterling. And something that we're not used to seeing is Sterling being behind.
No, Sterling as a JV team has been very dominant. They haven't really been down much, and they've usually dominated their opponents. The only time Sterling really struggled was that second half against West Deptford in their first game. They sort of went on a dry spell on offense, but the first and second half of this game have not been typical Sterling JV basketball. They've been outplayed by this Haddon Heights team.
And not to mention that Sterling defensively doesn't usually give up. I think they don't usually, the past two games haven't given them more than 30 points.
No, especially not in the first two quarters. They usually do a good job of holding their opponents to limited baskets, good job defensively rebounding, and you just haven't seen that today. You haven't seen them corral the boards well. Haddon Heights has gotten a lot of offensive rebounds and second chance points, and they haven't been able to get out and run because of that. And I think that the defensive rebounding right now is what's hurting Sterling the most.
Right now, Sterling, Lockett now going for a three, gets the first points of this third quarter.
That's a good start to the third quarter there. Nice job draining the three, cutting into the lead.
Sterling right now gotta find their old former selves in these past two games. See if they can do that.
They found a little momentum towards that end of the second half a little bit. The Jane Johnson got the steal after Rob Carter made the open layup. That was a little momentum play, forced Haddon Heights to take a timeout. And then that Lockett three, let's see if they can build off that.
And that's going to be another three, goes in and out, and now Sterling's going to have Russell right there. He's going to go for the layup, doesn't get it, and these are opportunities now that's starting to hurt Sterling.
Yeah, they get out and run, misses a contested layup. Coach Shivers still complaining for a foul. He's still over there chirping at the ref.
Got to be careful, though. You don't want to be ejected out of this game.
You want to be in the ref's head, especially to protect your players. Like when Jason Richardson got hit over the head, that's something that you should be yelling about. But you don't want to yell at the refs too much, because then those 50-50 calls might go the other way.
Haddon Heights now with it. So far, just a 10-point lead over Sterling. A nice steal, nice knock from Russell. Russell right now just able to keep his feet in. Now Carter gives it to Richardson. Richardson now. Carter now looking to drive to the basket. Thinks twice about it. Lockett's going to go for another three and short.
I do like the aggressiveness of Lockett taking that three there. He was open enough. Defenders sort of closed out. Did a nice job closing out on him. But to cut into this lead, you're going to have to shoot the open shots that Haddon Heights is giving you. And I think Mark Lockett did just that, even though he missed.
Goes another three from number 20. Hits the rim, and that's going to be a foul. And Russell's not liking that call, but that's going to be against, I believe, Mondell.
We'll take a look here. Hancock misses the three. 0 grabs the rebound. And yeah, you'll see Mundell. He definitely got him there.
It's number 32, Richardson, actually, that they got him on the foul for.
Both guys gave contact. Could have went to either one. And that'll be Richardson's second foul. Not a big issue since we're in the third quarter, though.
Haddon Heights makes substitution right now, and still a 10-point deficit. At the other end, Carter and number 30.
Sterling's got to look to run here.
Mondell a little bit under pressure. Gets tripped, and they will call that foul against Heights, their first foul of the second quarter, and that's going to be number 20, Rahul Hancock's first foul.
And you saw there on the replay, Russell sort of drew a double team right after he got the rebound. Now takes a 3.
Mondell for a nice long 3. Slowly chipping away.
Looks back over at the bench, getting him a little fired up after he hits the 3.
Russell now, nice little steal. Has a 1v1 chance, gonna go for the layup, unable to get it. Mondell, very close call right there. That foot looked like it was hit the ground before he passed the ball. Russell now with it. Has a 3v1 against option here. Mondell's going to get the charging foul. Number 30, it's gonna take the hit.
You'll watch here, number 30. Take a look at his feet right here. Take a look at the feet. They move slightly, but as the contact comes, I think his feet were set.
Looked like his feet were set. This is going to be a Sterling timeout, and that's Mondell's second foul overall today. So, second foul also for Sterling. You see right here. Get your fan cutout today at bit.ly/Sterling cutouts. You know, you see Mr. K,
Mr. K right here.
The dogs.
Got the few dogs. Got a lot of dogs, actually.
3. And plenty more, hopefully, to come.
They got the little
I thought it was a
character there. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know what that is. I thought it was like a wee character, you know.
Yeah.
True Royal.
Got the king of the castle there. And then we got a baby in the bottom left corner.
I don't know who that is.
And you can order your fan cutouts today at bit.ly/Sterling cutouts.
And again, Sterling, right now, after this timeout, slowly clawing their way back out of this, and it's not going to be easy.
Well, you saw them play good defense there. They weren't afraid to go out. Russell got a few steals. Lockett got a 3 right out of the halftime break. And I think that we're seeing Sterling sort of come back to life in a sense. You know, they were really down. There's Mondell with the steal.
Mondell with the steal. Don't go for the slam dunk, but he is, and he gets it. That's going to do it. That's going to fire them up.
That's a great way to get momentum there. Wow. C.J. Mondell.
Last time we saw C.J. Mondell, it didn't go quite well. Now Rob Carter with a steal. Now going to go for the layup. Goes in.
The bench is fired up. Coach Shivers is clapping. This is a great job getting momentum here by Sterling. They control the momentum battle, and they're chipping into this lead.
Right now, this game, every basket is a battle.
Agreed. Both teams playing good defense.
Unable to. Height's going to go for a nice layup. That's going to be a foul. Doesn't go in. But you're going to see Mondell come right up. And
he's got no one near him, and he slams that one in. Here's the steal. You'll watch it again. Come up. And the bench goes nuts. You can see Mondell go nuts.
Some of the varsity players going nuts, too. And last time, like I said, last time we saw C.J. Mondell, it didn't go quite well.
The last time he tried to dunk, the rim
said no.
Yeah, the rim blocked him last time he tried to dunk, but this time gets his revenge on the rim, and in a big way, bringing Sterling back to life there.
That's going to be able to get the point. Russell now with this. This is going to try to look to fake it in. Going to give it to Mondell. Mondell's going to drive it in. Try to give it to Richardson, but that's... They're going to say that that's hit off a Sterling player. It looked like it hit off a... I'm going to see right here. Yeah,
bounces off the leg of Mondell. Yeah.
Nice call by the ref right there. It looked like it hit off one of the... Bench really getting into this one. And honestly, it could be a really different story if there were some fans in here too.
Definitely. The fans bring a different atmosphere. Obviously, because this is a JV game, you got more varsity players watching. You got the benches watching. Got varsity players on the bench and in the stands.
And here's the funny thing. Right to our left of us is Haddon Heights' varsity team, and that's going to be a nice throw-in.
I'm pretty sure that's Sterling's varsity to our left, Haddon Heights to our right. But both varsity teams are over there, and then you got the benches, some varsity players over on the Sterling bench.
Actually, that might be a freshman team.
Russell puts up a 3.
Anyway, Jameer Richardson tries to go get it in, unable to, and that's going to be Sterling's ball right here. Yeah, I think that's if we can get a camera look.
Yeah, I believe that is the freshman team.
So the freshman is really cheering on Sterling here. It's nice to see all sides, freshman, JV, and varsity. Russell's going to go in for a block shot 3. Jameer Richardson gets his shot blocked again. And that's a steal, and Richardson is calling for a foul, saying they hit his hand. Ref saying nothing.
Could have been a reach there, but I think they're letting him play with the amount of energy that both sides are bringing to the game.
Why not let him play? Here we go, Sterling now, number 20. Hancock gets a nice 3.
He's been hitting 3s all game long. He's
with,
been a pure sharpshooter throughout this whole game.
Now also to mention Upperman, able to get some nice 3s.
Yeah, you've been hearing their names a lot. Upperman and Hancock have been doing a lot. And we hear that clapping again. That clapping was here in the Haddon Township game.
Haddon Heights game, and that's going to be another foul. This one's going to be on Haddon Heights.
Yeah, and you take a look at that replay. Hancock, he has enough space just to get the shot up. As soon as he feels he's open enough, he feels confident enough in his jump shot to chuck it up there for 3.
Gives it to Richardson, just takes the shot off. Now here comes Haddon Heights. Gives it to Hancock, just off the 3. That hits off. I thought that hit off a Heights player.
They're saying it hit off a Sterling player. It'll stay Heights ball. And off that inbound there, Mark Lockett made a good pass to Jameer Richardson.
Jameer Richardson unable to finish that. That basket could maybe bite him in the butt later. Jameer Richardson able to get a rebound. Bad pass. Jameer Richardson with this. Mundell now with this.
They're slowing it down. They're trying to set up a play here.
Give it to Carter. Carter's going to go for a 3. Just off. And here we go. Heights now with it. Number 44 is now going to go for a 3. Actually, that was not going to be a 3. That was going to be a 2. And that's going to be Sterling's ball as it hits off the foot of number 33.
Take a look here. 33 does a nice behind the back. And yeah, you're right. It does go off his foot. Russell does a nice behind the back there.
Here we go. Russell goes through the defense, just hits under the basket. And now Lockett's going to have to defend a bit. Able to hold him back. Now that's Upperman. And that's number 21, Jalen Coles. Also another player we've been calling his name a lot too.
He's been a post presence. You'll see here, Upper misses the shot. He gets the rebound over 2 defenders. And that's a clear foul there.
Jalen Coles now, and that's Mundell's 4th foul of the game. So
maybe he has to dial it back defensively.
He's one of your key players too,
especially on defense, and that being his 4th foul doesn't help the team, especially being down.
Again, just 9 points separating these two teams. Sterling has yet to take the lead. For a minute, it looked like Sterling would take the lead. Some confidence boost, but certainly has calmed down.
And Another opportunity to run there, but Russell decides to slow it down. Haddon Heights been playing good defense, not letting Sterling run.
Mundell now with this. Now with Russell. Russell's going to try and do something. Unable to now. Now Richardson.
Looks sort of phased by that pass. Didn't really expect it to get a hit. And you can hear the clapping again. The energy in this building right now, especially with the Sterling freshman team. Haddon Heights bench. And you can tell the players are getting into this energy. First time that they've really had a lot of energy in the building due to there being no fans. You can see the players getting into it, giving each other looks.
That is number 20's second foul. That is Rob Carter. Second foul, fifth foul for the team. About 2 seconds. Goes up for the three and misses. That's going to be end of the third quarter as Haddon Heights is leading over Sterling 38-29. And welcome everyone for fourth quarter action as Haddon Heights is leading Sterling 38-29. And to bring it with you is Jacob Clark and me, John Hallwood, to bring you fourth quarter action. And again, the Sterling team right now is not going to have Mundell in the starting lineup of the fourth quarter, which is going to be really it's not going to be good for them.
Yeah, he's gotten into foul trouble. The team's gotten into foul trouble, and I think that has sort of hurt them here defensively. They haven't dialed the gas down. They've sort of stayed on the gas pedal defensively, and I think that might be, part of their downfall.
J.D. Johnson trying to give it to Rob Carter, unable to. And now Heights looking around. Number 33 goes for a nice long two, unable to get it, and that's going to be out, and that's going to be Sterling's ball right there. Number 33 freshman. That's all we know likely about him.
Yeah, we don't have the names of the freshmen. The freshman game was supposed to be today. That got moved to Saturday.
Here comes Jaden Johnson now looking, and not looking good. Number 40 now trying to get a basket, unable to. Number 34 doesn't get it. And he then gets it. Oh, another freshman. I believe this whole lineup is a freshman team lineup. Now Russell now going for a three, gets it and drains it.
He's hit a few threes tonight. Nice job there by Kelvin Russell.
Heights now with it.
Another thing that Heights has been doing well too is they've been getting their shooters open in half-court sets. They've been doing good jobs getting screens with their big men, having a Sterling defender, an extra Sterling defender, draw over. You'll look here, Richardson passes out to Russell. Russell had a lot of space there. And this time he doesn't need the backboard. This time, just straight swish.
Number 54 with the first foul of his game, fourth foul for the team, and what's this being blown, and anyway, I don't know what that was
I think they were just switching the inbound man for Sterling. Ref was letting them switch the inbound man.
Here we go. Anyway, Carter now with it. Gives it to number 3.
To me, that's Justice Gamble. You look here, Carter swings it over to Gamble. Gamble does a nice job driving in. They're going to get number 33 with a reach.
So let's see how Sterling able to play this. Gives it to Jaden Johnson. Jaden Johnson now goes for a long 2, just in and out. Richardson able to steal it. Richardson unable to get it in. Again, these are some points that Sterling needs desperately. And I wouldn't be too surprised soon that we'll see some aggressive defense. And Mandell's going to come back, by the looks of things, might be coming back in this game. As with Russell.
Even if Mundell doesn't do much defensively because of how many fouls, he's still a defensive presence on the floor and might motivate his teammates to be playing better defense.
Jameer Richardson hits it out, and that's going to be the run into substitutions. Mundell and Russell coming in, and Jameer Richardson and Russell coming out, which is kind of a surprise to see Jameer Richardson come out. Very good rebounder and good under the post.
I agree with that, and especially with number 54, the freshman. He's very tall.
There's Jameer Richardson now with the 2, unable to get it, gives it to Russell, able to get the rebound, doesn't get that one, goes in. That's going to hit off a Heights player, and that's Sterling's ball. And
you'll watch here, Johnson running, Russell grabs the rebound, and just unable to get it. There wasn't much defensive presence. The basket must be looking small for Sterling, unable to hit their shots.
About to say that these are some easy 2s for Sterling. Of course, I'm not saying that I can make these, but usually we see Sterling make these quite easily. We've seen them miss 1 or 2, but they've been just missing a lot of these easy opportunities.
Well, I've heard former NBA players say that no basket is an easy basket, and Sterling must be feeling that today, but they have said that some baskets are easier than others, and the easier ones Sterling is just missing.
Heights gets another 2 points. Sterling right now trailing 11 points. Jaden Johnson now trying to find something, gives it to Russell. Russell's not going to go for it, and that's just going to go straight back to Heights there. Don't know what Russell was trying to do there.
Well, it looks like he's trying to drive in, and number 30 plays good defense, trying to go up and around him.
And I believe that's going to be a timeout for Haddon Heights right there, and it's going to be Haddon Heights ball, and that's going to be a minute timeout. And order a DVD of your favorite event, $20 per event, and also include your name and name of the event at TV19 at sterling.k12.nj.us. Get to see a lot of the older games, of course, all the way from through the 90s, and also to present time, able to see. And right now, Sterling hasn't been the same Sterling that we haven't seen in the past 2 games, and they've shown that they can do it, and then sometimes they've been going into a little bit of a point dry spell.
Yeah, well, I think today you can sort of pinpoint what led to Sterling losing and Haddon Heights winning. One of the major reasons is right now Haddon Heights has just been the better team defensively, something that sounds weird to say because of how well Sterling plays defense. Another thing is the defensive rebounding and the offensive rebounding of Haddon Heights. Haddon Heights has done a good job getting offensive rebounds throughout the game. Sterling unable to corral many defensive rebounds that we've seen them get in the past 2 games.
Again, not to mention varsity game starting around 5:30, so right after this game, about 10 minutes, you'll have to wait a couple minutes, of course, for the varsity game, but there will be a varsity game against Haddon Heights. Sterling, overall, I believe 3-0 at the start of the season, and Heights is 2-1. So both teams pretty even. Sterling now with the ball, and Russell's going to go and charge for it. Gets no pressure for it, and I don't have to blame the Heights' defense for that. Just let them get it.
Well, they have a big lead here. They can afford to give a few baskets with the amount of time left. But Sterling right now is playing better defense. They're applying a lot of pressure. And you'll see here, Mundell grabs the rebound, gets it out to Russell. And Russell sort of just speeds past number 30, John DiCostanzo. I probably butchered that.
Don't worry, I've butchered a lot of names. I've even called our old principal, now superintendent, Ed Sheeran. That will probably go down as my biggest wrong name.
But we're all human, we all make mistakes.
Oh, yeah. James Johnson unable to get that.
Sort of a tough pass from Russell, and you can see the frustration and the communication issues that it looks like Sterling's having. Sterling just been frustrated all day, whether it be with the refs or themselves. They've been frustrated all day.
Here we go. Sterling has to play some aggressive defense, and you're going to start thinking, when are they going to just start fouling them?
Well, there's still a lot of time left. And if I think the game gets closer, we might see some more intentional fouls. That one, they're not intentional. Looks like they got that one on Rob Carter.
They do. That's Rob Carter's third foul of today. And he's starting to see there.
You see in the background, Bernie Sanders.
Oh, good old Bernie. Again, the team manager, as we like to call him, as for Sterling. Able to probably make some great calls. He's secretly a basketball coach. He's not a politician, guys. He's secretly the greatest basketball coach to ever live.
Yeah, he's the mastermind behind the whole Sterling basketball organization.
I don't think Bernie's really liking how this game's been going, though. What'd you think?
Bernie can't be happy about the defensive rebounding of Sterling. You can tell just by the way he's sitting over there.
Yeah, it's very, very cross-armed and all. Looks very disappointed on his team. As we come back, Jaden Johnson gets the rebound. Jaden Johnson's going to give it to Rob Carter. Looked like it was going to be a three there, but Jaden Johnson now is going to take the three. And like we've been saying, they've just been off. Like, some of these shots look like they can go in. You're going to look at Jaden Johnson's shot right here. And
when you see there's not really a closeout from the defender and just sort of rims out. You know, Sterling hasn't been making their shots.
And Mundell gets his fifth foul. That means he will be fouled out now, and that's going to be an end of him in this game as Russell comes in. And very unfortunate for Mundell to get out of this game, and you can just see him right now. He's not looking really happy.
Especially with him being a defensive leader for this JV team.
Russell able to get the jump. No, not a jump ball, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. And you just see him right there. He's not really happy. Not a good feeling to be ejected out from the game and all. And it's still technically a very close game, even though Sterling is behind 9 points. It's easily a 3-possession drive right here.
Well, and you know, the worst feeling is not being able to help your team when you know or you feel like you could have done more. Mundell, you know, did all he could this game defensively, trying to go out. Looks like they're going to get him with a 5-second.
5 seconds. Sterling's still holding on to this holding on, still has a life of hope in this game, and it's going to be a real tough one to come get those 9 points. Every point, like I've been saying, is going to be a battle.
Yeah, Haddon Heights is playing good defense here, and Sterling in the half court has been playing very poorly. They got to find a way to get somebody open to either shoot a three, get a good look down low.
They're going to get Sterling on a 3-second violation. That's going to be, of course, in the middle of the court. Can't even think of it right now.
In the middle of trying to come back, that's going to be a setback there.
That's going to be another foul. That's going to be on number 2. That's going to be Lockett. No, number 30. His third foul. Number 30.
That's Kelshawn Russell.
Oh, Kelshawn Russell. It's like I don't remember 30. Now I do.
Another thing that Sterling has done poorly is they have 9 team fouls this half. They let Haddon Heights get into the bonus in the first half as well. And I think that shows that while being aggressive is good, they might have been too aggressive this game. Because defensively, we've seen them be aggressive, not really fear anybody, not really have to back down. This game, they haven't backed down in spurts, but have been too aggressive at times, causing foul trouble, leading Haddon Heights to get the free throws. And we talk about those free throws all the time.
It also goes for a 3 in and out. And this game has been a real twist Sterling's GV story. From the start, I don't think anyone really saw Sterling losing this game. If to be a little closer, Jane Johnson right now going to go for the 2, gets it. Still some chance. You now got to start purposely fouling them if you want to at least win.
You got to hope. Sterling's got to push the ball. They got to get open look. Even if they're not open, they got to just get shots up at this point. Coach Shivers is very unhappy. Looks like Haddon Heights is going to call a timeout there. But Shivers has been unhappy with the calls all game, and we'll take a look here. Does he get the feet down?
Yeah, that's going to be the most important one. And
take a look at the feet.
And it's close to call. That is really close to call. Hopefully you can see that again. And you can see Coach Banniger in there now talking to them.
Looks like Barringer and Shivers were talking to the guys, and we take a look here. I'm not going to circle the feet so you can get a better look at it. His feet.
I'm sorry, but when you have to set, I think full feet down planted.
Well, his feet were sort of moving right before everything happened. We can take another look at it here. Take a look at the feet. His feet, he's sort of still moving there.
Yeah.
They weren't completely set. Hard to see for the referee's position.
Hard to tell.
Especially with everything moving fast-paced. We have the advantage of looking at it on replay here.
Definitely on normal speed. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell, and the difference of that foul. It's one of those. It's really a tough foul there to call,
especially at live speed. You got to just go with your best judgment because you're not going to replay a charge with 51 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter when one team is down big. But Shivers was still unhappy there.
I mean, I don't really blame him, but you just can't argue about this. Jump ball now.
And even in the final stages of this game, we still see Sterling being aggressive here. Got 2 guys going for the jump ball, and even though it's going to stay Heights possession, it's a good job still being aggressive. I still think Sterling might have been too aggressive in this game. They didn't do a good job defensively rebounding the ball. They let Heights get a lot of offensive rebounds. That's a testament to Heights' big men.
Sterling says it hits off the knee of Heights. Ref says otherwise. Another close call again.
And that might be because Shivers is in that ref's ear almost all game. And, you know, you saw the Haddon Heights coach there obviously point for his team to get the ball. And in those 50-50 calls, the ref might be giving him to Haddon Heights because Shivers has been his ear all game.
There he goes. Heights goes to number 32, likely a freshman. Because I don't remember growing.
You'll see he misses the open layup, fights for the rebound, and Sterling just continuing to foul. I think they got that one. They got that one on Russell. That's his fourth. So you already have Mundell fouled out. Now you have Russell with his fourth.
Again, at 5:30 varsity game, Sterling takes on the Haddon Heights Garnets. Of course, Sterling 3-0 as Haddon Heights are 2-1. And there's a double, so they got to take another shot.
Yeah, because that was Sterling's 10th team foul. It's not a 1-on-1 anymore. They get the 2 free throws.
Clock manager able to call that one. But like, let the refs miss that one, please. we don't want to see the score go any higher than it is. But anyway, still good check from the clock management. Jaden Johnson goes for a nice three. Jaden Johnson now, Russell.
And, you know, it's great that the team has this energy right now. You know, watch Jaden Johnson here hit an open three, and you could hear the bench really get into it after that. But it might be all too late, especially with just 1.2 seconds left on the clock.
You can just hit a long three and pray it goes in, and still you wouldn't be able to make it. This is really Haddon Heights to win this, and Heights has played a brilliant game against Sterling's JV team and makes that free throw. Of course, that just confirms that we already knew of this game. Heights wins this game. Sterling going to lose this game, of course.
2 major things that I think that you could take away for Haddon Heights is did a really good job in the half court. You got your shooters open. Kate Johnson with a deep three.
That's going to do it for us for fourth quarter action as Haddon Heights Garnets beats Sterling 36-38. We'll come back right here for varsity action.
Why are you such a loser? Such a loser. No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for tonight's Colonial Conference matchup featuring the Sterling Knights going against the Haddon Heights Garnets. I'm Kevin Schulz here with Jacob Clark. Rob Strauss will be joining us in a little bit. There you look at the last year's standings, 2019-2020 standings. Haddonfield at the top 25-5, followed by Haddon Heights, 24-5. The West Deptford Sterling at 14-14, and then Collingswood and Audubon. There you look at the Colonial Liberty standings with Sterling currently on the top at 3-0, followed by Haddon Heights at 2-1. Township at 1-2. Collingswood has not played, as has Haddonfield not played, and West Deptford rounding out the pack at 0-3. Now you look at the stats so far this year for Sterling, 3-0, averaging 60 points a game on offense, defending very well, only 40 points a game given up. Antoine Arnett's been spectacular as expected. They scored 23 points a game, followed by Andrew Tummings at 13, Jimmy Zingaro at 6, and Mike Irma at 5. Haddon Heights at 2-1, second in Colonial Liberty, getting 51 points a game, also defending very well, 45 points a game. Isaiah Turner, the leading scorer, 13 points a game, followed by Zaire Fleming, Isaiah Waters, and Nick Lucatis. Very balanced scoring there from Haddon Heights. We look at our game history. Sterling 242 and 189. Haddon Heights 253 and 176. Sterling last one versus Haddon Heights 2018. Haddon Heights has won 5 straight matchups. Haddon Heights leads the overall series 18-14. Keys to the game, Sterling's got to play hard, play smart, play together. All things they've been doing so far in the early part of this season. And Jacob, an exciting matchup tonight when you look at these two teams. Very similar in how well they both defend.
Yeah, they do play great defense. Haddon Heights and Sterling this year have both been known for their defense. Sterling's defense has been the best it's been in a long time, and that's a testament to Coach Barringer bringing in a new system here.
Hey, Coach Mike Ricci, longtime coach of Haddon Heights, does an outstanding job over there. And we were talking to him prior to the game, and he's just, like a lot of coaches, very happy that they're able to be here considering the situation we're in with the pandemic. And without further ado, we welcome Mr. Rob Strauss.
Missed, and it's still scoreless here, and welcome to another week after a blizzard. And
cancellation.
Some cancellations and back to action here. Good contest here for another Colonial Conference matchup. We're supposed to see Cherry Hill West on Tuesday, and obviously that got snowed out. 3-ball on the way from Zaire Fleming, no good. Rebound over to Tummings, and here comes Zingaro. Zingaro gonna leave it for Arnett off the glass and in!
Well, Jimmy Zingaro picking up right where he left off on Saturday's game with an outstanding pass, getting that long pass, almost going out of bounds and putting a perfect pass to Antoine Arnett, and he finishes.
Good athletic play by Arnett, too. You saw he got up and out for that ball.
I didn't even see him in the picture until late, and that's good look from Jimmy Zingaro. Very John Stockton-esque is Jimmy Zingaro recently.
Sterling starting out with good defensive perimeter.
Shot by Turner, no good. Rebound to Ermel. Garnet's still looking for their first bucket. They find Arnett. Arnett, little head fake, and it moves over to Javon Johnson, giving some space, and can't get the hometown roll, but Arnett there to clean it up for another two.
Well, first a great drive by Arnett, that quick first step, and a great look off to Javon Johnson, and then Arnett comes back and gets the putback.
Yeah, his footwork got him to the tin there.
And the head fake, I think, got everybody. And they're going to call a foul on Javon Johnson in there, as well as Tummings, and they're going to get Tummings on the foul. His first, obviously, team's first foul.
And that's just a great job of Jimmy Zingaro, not only making the save, but immediately looking and seeing the floor. And he had him out of the corner of his eye and knew that Antoine Arnett was in that vicinity.
That's good team chemistry there, too. Just trusting Arnett there as he gets the basket, but trusting Arnett there, and then Arnett getting up and out for that pass, that alley-oop there from Jimmy Zingaro.
Something you don't see every day. Antoine Arnett missing a flush and then getting his own rebound and getting the putback as well. And here comes that defense again.
And here's the play by that Arnett right there.
I don't know how that doesn't drop.
And Antoine Arnett getting the putback, his own rebound, but boy, we've seen him score in a lot of different ways. Shoot from the outside, driving the basket. But early on in this game, he's really been a presence in the low post, and Heights really has no answer.
Yeah,
Zingaro on the foul here.
Yeah, but Arnett causes many problems for the defense. Again, you said his shooting ability. He could finish well at the rim, and you see Zingaro. That's a clear foul there, trying not to give Isaiah Turner the easy layup there.
Saw Isaiah Turner on the football field. I think that's what you were about to allude to there, Kevin, and a heck of an athlete, Isaiah Turner.
Outstanding. And one thing, Turner's the leading scorer for Heights. One thing that sticks out on the sheet is the balance you're seeing from Heights in the scoring.
One more on the way for Turner, who has Heights on the board twice. 6'2", Antoine Arnett. Zingaro at the top, looks down low for Ermel, too hot to handle, tries to bank it off of the aforementioned Turner, and here comes the Garnets back the other way. Turner off the window, too strong. Zingaro with the rebound, looks ahead for Tummings. Tummings, baseline, circus shot, doesn't go. Javon Johnson battling for the rebound down low off the head of Tummings. And Tummings off the window and in. Only person other than Antoine to score. Andrew Tummings chimes in for his first bucket of the night. 8-2 Sterling.
That was good footwork there by Tummings. Really good job using the pivot foot here. We'll take another look at it. Bounces off his head. You see here, uses the pivot foot, gets himself out of the double team and gets an open layup.
Yeah, real good sense of knowing what's available for him down in the low post. And Tummings really isn't a low post player.
Sterling basketball after the long three attempt from Arnett, as the Garnet's going to dip into their bench right now. It's 54 for the Garnets, checks in, and Sterling turns it over. Here comes Dillard. Dillard has it taken away by Ermel, but he stepped on the end line and will stay Garnet basketball. 4:49 left to go in the first. Sterling leading 8-2.
You see Heights going the length right here, and clearly Antoine Arnett getting the body. Heights.
Good transition defense there. They're not letting Haddon Heights get out and run here.
Almost a strip by Ermel, and they're going to get a backcourt violation. Again, the defense forcing another turnover.
Yeah, the defense has been outstanding. Rob, we said in the opening, Heights is a very good defense. Very good half-court defense in guard the perimeter. But, guys, we really haven't seen much of it. It's been such a fast-paced game. Sterling really has not been in a half-court set to the, 440 point left in the first quarter?
It's something we haven't seen at all this season, at least on this court from the boys, is a fast-paced back-and-forth kind of game. We've been waiting for that. Alley-oop on the way for Arnett is no good. It's a good look, though. Good idea as Arnett got free on the baseline. Turner, spin move, double teams. He's fouled and almost gets it to drop. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Turner doing a good job right there, maneuvering down in the low post, showing some low post moves, and one of those guys just finds a way to catch a body and get himself to the free throw line. That's something you're always going to see from a good player who's a veteran. Turner, a senior.
Good players know how to draw contact, because even if the basket doesn't go, and you can trust yourself enough to make these free throws at the line.
Turner, the only Garnet to score. Did they call it lane violation, I believe? They did not put the point up on the board, so there must have been a lane violation. 9-3. Turner hit both. A little floater from Tummings is good for his back-to-back baskets for Andrew Tummings.
Yeah, Sterling as a team doing a good job seeing the floor, getting that man that gets ahead of the pack on that fast break.
We're going to get another turnover here, as they're going to get Isaiah Waters with foul, his first, team's first.
And I think you're seeing Sterling run a bit more, trying to get in transition a little bit, because they don't want Heights to get set in their half-court defense.
And this is the other thing Heights does. They'll press early on in the game to turn things around.
Ermel with the rebound off the miss. Here comes Javon Johnson, 2-on-1. Javon Johnson takes the body and misses the shot. Turner with the strong rebound down low by Isaiah Turner.
That's a real good defensive play by Turner.
And the block on the other end from Antoine Arnett. Heights just throwing it all over the place. Another block, and here comes Arnett to Tummings. Tummings, little floater off the window, drops again. 6 straight from Andrew Tummings after 6 straight from Antoine Arnett.
Yeah, it looks like Sterling again is really getting all their points, just about all their points off that fast break and finding a way to get the head of the pack.
Waters kicks it out. Dillard for 3, no good. Rebound to Antoine Arnett. Under 3 to play in this opening quarter.
Arnett's really been a presence, not only in the offensive end, but there you see him on the defensive end getting a rebound every turn.
Javon Johnson. First time he's on the score sheet tonight, gives Sterling their biggest lead of the night at 10. Easily the fastest game we've seen, count the basket and the foul by Waters, but Schulze, this is easily the fastest game we've seen the boys play in terms of back and forth.
No question about it, and what's looming is a little bit of what we saw where Heights is going to press, and they're really going to force you to break that press. If you don't, they're a team that can easily wipe out the 8-point deficit you see with that press. I've seen it plenty of times.
Well, and with the press too, Heights is trying to force Sterling to make a mistake, and if Sterling makes a mistake, Heights is definitely going to jump on it, especially pressing, being closer to the basket.
And one time we saw the press, you saw that errant pass to what you're saying, Jacob.
Yeah, you saw Heights get a steal and might not have turned it into 2 points, but it was a good look towards the rim.
Waters completes the 3-point play and makes it a 7-point lead. 3 ball on the way from McFadden, airmails it. And the JV players for Heights letting them know about it. And 3 ball from the corner for Dillard's no good. And strong offensive rebound, no putback. Arnett looks ahead to Tummings. Tummings, 1-on-1. Tummings has it blocked, but it's going to be a foul on Waters, his second.
Take a look here. Good aggressive rebound from Antoine Arnett. Nice outlet pass to Tummings. and then that is a foul. They got him on the way up.
And you see how Tummings on that play steps inside, draws contact, and really has played well and has made a lot of contributions in a lot of different ways this year.
Tummings misses the first.
Well, we're hearing that JV team get involved too. We saw Haddon Township do it on Saturday. Now we're seeing Haddon Heights do it tonight. We do have the freshman team for Sterling to our left.
And they're the Garnet Crazies over there to the right. Not the normal crowd, but we've got the, I guess I'm thinking the seniors are allowed to make it here. They usually pack the whole section behind the basket, and it's definitely something that has an impact. It gives them a home court advantage.
Especially in their small gym, too.
Yep.
Their small gym, it's so unique when you get to see that Haddon Township, Haddon Heights. We've done a couple of those games in the past, Schulze. That gym is just absolutely electric.
Block right there by Tummings. Boy, you're seeing Sterling as a team score in the low post and defend in the low post about as well as they have in any game this year.
Foul on Tummings, and good bout of sportsmanship to help up Dillard. Even though he's called for the foul, it's his second.
Good jab step there by Reggie Dillard. Gives him a little bit of a step advantage. Forces Cummings to play catch up.
So Sterling in some foul trouble here. Zingaro and Tummings both with a pair of fouls. As Ermel set to check in, I would assume that's going to be for Tummings shortly.
A lot of these kids, talk about sportsmanship, a lot of these kids know each other with two districts that basically border each other.
Yeah. Dribble drive, pop, and a shot, and a hit from Nick Lukaitis off the bench. 3 from Kozaneski is no good. Second straight airmail from three-point range for Sterling. And like you said earlier, Schulze, this Garnet team has just the ability to creep back in there within 6.
No question.
Turner working one-on-one, foul line jumper, rims in and out, no good. Rebound over to Arnett with under a minute to play.
Look like that one. Turner's a lot like Arnett. He can drive to the hole, hit from the outside, and finish down low. So he can hurt you in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, he is not a one-dimensional player. He does a good job, just like Antoine Arnett, multiple ways to score the basketball and has an impact defensively.
3 from Tummings is good, and that's exactly what Sterling needed with 30 seconds to play.
It's just good ball movement in the half-court set. We wondered how Sterling would handle the Heights defense in the half-court set. Well, Andrew Tummings answered there.
20 seconds. Heights going to hold for one shot here, trailing by 9.
Yeah, smart move by Heights here. You don't want to shoot it unless you get a wide open look. Don't want to give Sterling a chance to get momentum.
Arnett with his first foul. Team 6th. So a lot of fouls, team fouls for Sterling, as Ermel is going to check into the game for Tummings, as we predicted.
When, as you saw in that replay there, Tummings does a nice job. He's open enough in the corner to hit the 3. Defender closes out just too late.
Is that Antoine's second foul?
First.
First, okay.
3 from the corner from Lukaitis, no good. Rebound. Ermel has 1 to shoot. He's going to send it up, and no good. Would have counted if it went, but misses wide left on Super Bowl Sunday Eve. And we go into the second quarter with Sterling leading 18-9, and we've added some fans here, and a good amount here.
Oh, yeah.
And some really good,
right in the middle. He's the leader.
I know that guy.
Of the cardboard cutouts.
We know that guy. We got
them all together.
You can still get your fan cutouts by going to the website listed on your screen right there, and that'll all support the winter sports teams. Wrestling going to start up in just a few weeks, so they're on the horizon. Jake, you're getting ready to go, and how excited are you for the wrestling season?
Very excited.
And we look at the play of the first quarter here. That look, a little alley-oop. What a look from Zingaro.
And that comes with playing together. That might not have been a play that you would have seen last year in the first year where they were actually playing together, but he just kind of knew or had a sense of where Antoine Arnett would be. Took a look, and sure enough, Arnett was right there and just lofted a perfect pass to him.
Another new addition are our varsity cheerleaders, and they are back in the building. So we're getting there. We're taking little baby steps to get back to normalcy, guys.
Yeah, it was good to see these girls in the gym. They work hard and really do a good job here for Sterling.
Andrew Tummings leads all scorers right now with 10 points. Arnett with 6. Turner with 4, all from the line for Haddon Heights. And Sterling will start with the ball here in this second quarter. With a 9-point lead. And they are undefeated. Not only here at home, but also in the regular season.
Yeah, and you've been hearing Andrew Tummings' name a lot tonight, because Irma shoots a 3 there, gets that one to go. But you've been hearing Andrew Tummings' name a lot tonight. He's been doing a lot, both offensively and defensively.
Great job with Sterling running their half-court set right there. Boy, they rolled around, waited, had good ball movement, and I think the key was they were patient, didn't force anything. Were rewarded with the Mike Irma 3.
Take one more look at the three-pointer.
The ball around, good, getting the Heights defense out of position, and looked like Irma might have come off a pick right there and just drained it.
And again, defender closing out late. It's the second time we saw that on a replay.
17th foul on Sterling. Last foul went on Javon Johnson, his first. And that sends Isaiah Turner back to the line where he scored all 4 of his points. And then as I say that, he misses his first from the line. Haddon Heights going to bring in Zaire Fleming, another football name we mentioned quite a bit in the Saturday afternoon game that we had back in the fall.
They always get the kids that play both. I know last year, Tashawn Presley, who graduated, scored 1,000 points, over 1,000 points. Was a 2-sport guy.
Irma, another 3 from a different side this time, different result as well. Josier Brooks handling the offense now for the first time for the Garnets. Sterling with their biggest lead of the night at 12.
And you see they have 2 starters still in the game, Sterling does. This is just an example of how they like to mix in a lot of bodies in here, keep everybody fresh.
Well, and I think that shows good team chemistry. You can have starters play with bench players, and the chemistry is still well. You see Sterling still up 21-9.
Hermel up ahead. Misses the lay-in, but Antoine Arnett there to clean it up.
Always
he has 8 points.
Real good positioning there, too.
Good run there by McFadden.
Well, we're talking about the depth, and I think the big thing it helps in is defending. Because defense is a lot about using your legs and having energy. And when you keep rotating different people in there, I think that goes a long way in helping you in that area.
Arnett with almost a flush. He wanted it. Didn't get the result he wanted, and the Garnets are in transition the other way, and laying it up and in is Zaire Fleming for his first basket of the game.
And you can hear Coach Barringer yelling at Antoine Arnett saying, get back on defense, get back on defense. It's all right you missed the dunk, but get back. Don't let them get those fast break points.
Yeah, Coach Barringer was not happy with Antoine Arnett on that play.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be discussed at halftime.
Just tried to get a little too flashy.
Hermel, long distance 3 off the back of the iron, rebound to Turner. In that hanging around area is this Garnet team, very similar to what we saw last week against Haddon Township.
We've seen plenty of times, we talked about them. We've done a few games over the years with them, and they can easily wipe out a 10, 15-point deficit.
I think we saw that in the fourth quarter against Township. I was just about to mention that, and we were watching that game in absolute awe of what was happening. It was under 3 minutes to go, and it was a double-digit lead, and all of a sudden Heights just turned it up, and they wound up winning the game.
You see him right now attacking at half court. Good job by Sterling. Seeing Javon Johnson flash middle there in the high post.
Look here.
Caleb.
Comes off the pick and roll, number 5, Isaiah Turner gets an easy layup.
Caleb Mundell checking into the game for Sterling for the first time this evening at the 4:40 mark here. And there he is underneath the basket. Somehow gets behind the defense. Caleb Mundell on the score sheet tonight for Sterling, it's 25-13.
And a perfect pass for McFadden. I think the greatest thing about that was McFadden had the patience to allow the play to develop. Something you usually don't see from a sophomore.
Ermel picks off the pass, stops, pops for a long two, again off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound over to Zaire Fleming, who hands it over to Turner, the floor general here for the Garnets.
And that's a good job there by Mike Ermel, using his wingspan to his advantage, getting a steal. Couldn't get the shot to go, though.
That hit the stanchion up top. Arnett going to come back into the game after a brief break.
And we're going to look at this pass from Davis McFadden. Good job by Mundell cutting in, recognizing that there's no one down low. And good job by McFadden recognizing that he's open enough to get in the ball.
Timeout on the floor for Sterling, leading 25-13, exactly 4 minutes remaining here in the half. And check out Sterling Channel 19 on Facebook. Plenty of great updates on there. We have our Students of the Month. We have plenty of great stuff still happening around Sterling. I know the NHS is happening, and I want to give a shout out. I heard this from Mr. Clank that Andrew Tummings is a NHS inductee this year. So congratulations
awesome.
to Andrew Tummings, number 11, having himself a great night here. Pair of fouls going to put him on the bench here for probably the latter part of this second quarter, but 10 points so far to lead all scorers, and even better, an NHS induction to boot.
Absolutely. You know, that just shows how well-rounded he is off the court and on the court. Just does everything that we see on the court. I mean, and that even just adds to it.
Well, and that's somebody you want to have your team too, as like a team leader. You know, showing guys, the younger guys especially, off the court. It's good to get involved in the community, and then on the court, it's a good job to perform in practice.
Arnett for three, no good. And especially in this environment, it's so hard to keep your studies in check and everything going on. So congratulations again to Andrew Tummings. Back to live action. Sterling still leading by 12. Here comes that defense, and they lose track down low. And Fleming, his second bucket of the night, second of the quarter as well. And again, Heights just hanging around that 10-point mark.
And that's an area Sterling this year has been very good at, coverage away from the ball, but kind of just had a lapse right there.
Yeah, sort of a miscommunication for the Sterling defense there. You know, sort of let Zaire Fleming get open.
Ermel for two, no good. Rebound, bouncing around, and taking an elbow was Lukaitis. And they're going to get Arnett with his second foul. Got Lukaitis in the eye. It's the team's 8th foul already. And that will be a 1-and-1, as it looks like he took one like right in the right eye, I believe.
Might be coming out before the half. With this, you know, we're less than 3 minutes left in the half, already having 2 fouls.
So Zingaro with 2, Arnett with 2, and Tummings with 2.
We also heard Coach Barringer at the end of the last game say that fouls were sort of a problem for this team. They already have 8 here as a team. Hopefully they can minimize the fouls in the second half.
That may be the hot topic of conversation in the halftime speech for Coach Barringer. Almost a walk, but a turnover, and Fleming comes down with it.
Well, and especially because Sterling likes to be very aggressive on defense. You can't be aggressive if you're going out and fouling. You got 3 of your starters now with 2 fouls, have to sit them on the bench for the latter half of this second quarter, and that could let Haddon Heights back into this game because they won't go away.
And if you're Heights, this is your opportunity with 3 of the 5 starters off the floor. They can convert. And that's going to stay Haddon Heights basketball. 2:09 remaining. And they're going to bring in Javon Johnson, as Javon Johnson going to check in for Antoine Arnett. No, Caleb, they're going to go Antoine.
Yeah, you got to get Arnett out of there with 2 fouls. You can't afford to have him get his third.
I saw Mundell going off the court as well, and I was wondering which one they were going to go for. And now they're going to get some additional time to think about it. A full timeout on the floor. You want to get a copy of anything that we have going on here on Channel 19, you can do so by contacting the phenomenal staff at Channel 19. $20 per event, $3 for the mailing. Just hit us up at either the email address or the phone number on your screen right there, and we will get that out to you as soon as possible. I think Mr. K is starting to put bows and stuff on He's starting to wrap them like Christmas gifts.
Wow.
He's fancy like that. So the girls tonight are on the road. Their game starts at 7 o'clock. There's some other fans in the building.
There's the fringe group of the Garnet Crazies, which we saw right there.
Usually, the one thing I like about Heights' gym is they have that back set of stands behind the basket, and they fill that area full of their Garnet Crazies, and their student body just does such a phenomenal job. Lukaitis for three, no good. Rebound, Fleming, strong rebound by Fleming, can't get it to drop, and it's going to stay Garnet basketball. Just a shade over 2 minutes remaining here in the second.
Flemings gets the rebound, and it looks like it goes off of Javon Johnson there, right off his leg at the end.
Three may have been partially blocked by Ermel from Dukanis. And in transition bucket by Jaden Johnson.
Yeah, a little bit of an errant pass, but Johnson had the presence of mind to get control of the ball, get control of himself, and finish.
Turner misses his first shot, but there for the cleanup is Reggie Dillard for his first bucket. So, again, we mentioned this earlier, Heights spreading around the scoring.
Yeah, and they're finding a way just to keep it at that 10-point deficit, which for the type of team they are and their ability to really gain momentum and turn games around is really not that big of a deficit.
Well, and I think it's good that they're looking to balance out the scoring, not have one player totally take over the game. That's good because you can have multiple guys now have a hot hand by the time if Haddon Heights wants to go on a run.
Jaden Johnson in the corner for three is McFadden. He's short, and now it's with a minute remaining. Garnet basketball trailing by 10. Turner on the drive, has it deflected, but he's fouled. Late whistle, somebody came in late. We'll see who they call it on.
And Turner, right away when he got the ball, he knew he was going to low post without Antoine Arnett in there.
They get Javon Johnson with his second.
Also
so 4 of the 5 starters for Sterling, each in foul trouble here, and that is the storyline here tonight, I believe.
Looks like Sean Kozaneski's coming in the game, I would think maybe for Javon Johnson.
Turner tonight at the line, 5 of 7. Only has 1 field goal. Had an empty trip to the line earlier in the second quarter.
And had Javon Johnson stayed in this game, you know the next time down the floor, that Turner would go right at him to try to draw that third foul. Great job by Coach Barringer sensing that and getting Javon Johnson out of the game the last week.
Zingaro back into the game for Sterling. Under a minute to play, and now he's trapped.
Here's Haddon Heights again with that press. Ermel takes his eyes off to look for a pass. Just 1 second. Haddon Heights defender getting the steal. Looks like he called a timeout.
I don't think the official saw Ermel trying to call a timeout, but it will stay Heights basketball, 47.4 remaining.
Yeah, they were down in that Township game, and the press is what turned things around.
When the press forces mistakes, you know, and when you force those mistakes, when you force mistakes and are able to capitalize on them, that deficit, that lead, gets a lot smaller.
Turner loses the handle. Kozaneski comes up with the loose ball with under 30 to play.
And that's a great defensive play by Sean Kozaneski. Got right in the face of Turner and got all ball.
Now Sterling an opportunity, a la what Heights did at the end of the first quarter, chance to hold for 1 shot.
Yeah, they're just spreading things out, forcing the defenders to come out at them. That's going to give them a lot of space here on the inside.
Johnson, good look from Mundell down low, and he walks with it, and now Heights a chance with 5.5 seconds remaining to get one final offensive push here to cut into this 8-point deficit.
Well, 5.4 seconds is plenty of time to get the ball down the floor and get a quality shot.
And here it is, no whistle, and it's going to go out of play, and the buzzer will go off. Isaiah Waters trying to draw some contact, maybe get to the line here, but good job by Ermel to stand his ground.
And a great job by Ermel getting to the ball before contact took place, and it kind of held up Price, and the gated him from getting to the line. Very outstanding defensive play there by Mike Ermel.
Yeah, good job not letting up the layup there by Ermel.
Sterling leading this one 27-19 at the half. We'll break down the first half, come back second half action on Channel 19 right after this.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
Why are you such a loser? Why am I such a loser? No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
With the COVID pandemic still going on, limiting the attendance of the people in the bleachers we sit in, we need a way to help bring the sports to them. This is where we come in. Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
Welcome back to second half action here on Channel 19. Sterling leading crosstown rival Haddon Heights 27-19. And it's been a very, very different game than we've seen over the last 3 home games, in which the defense hasn't been the main story here. Andrew Tummings has 10 points to lead all scorers. Arnett right behind him with 8. Ermel has 3, and Javon Johnson has 2. But for Haddon Heights, they're spreading it around. Isaiah Turner doing a great job. Gothney Fleming with 4. Isaiah Waters with 3. And as well as Lukitis with a bucket. And the big story, Kevin, has been foul trouble mostly for Sterling. 4 of the 5 starters, each with a pair of fouls.
Javon Johnson out of the game, and also obviously Antoine Arnett couldn't keep them in there. So Sterling's got to be careful. There's no question about it. And don't think that.
Take a look at what Andrew Tummings has done here. Number 11 there has 10 points. All came in that first quarter until he came into foul trouble, and just doing a great job down low.
Yeah, that was just, I think, a play that symbolized just how much of an all-around great job he's done. Looked around, had great court sets, and just finished in the low post. And we're seeing some of the other nice plays he's made there. He shot from the outside. In addition to, guys, what you won't see here is some of the defensive plays he's made.
Look at Antoine Arnett. He's just a couple games off of his 1,000 points. A little alley-oop here from beautiful feed from Jimmy Zingaro. And he does a little bit of everything. Had some offensive rebounds, had some blocks down low, and just really good basketball awareness from Antoine Arnett.
Well, could score a lot of ways, but boy, down in the low post, he absolutely dominated in that first quarter.
Sterling starts off right on cue. Antoine Arnett, little reverse lay-in is good. And Sterling picking up right where they left off, keeping it a 10-point game.
And he can hurt, like you said, it can hurt you in different ways, but Sterling right now looking to exploit that advantage that they have in the low post.
Dillard working against Zingaro, drives too strong, and the rebound comes out to Tummings. Tummings going to take it all the way, has it swatted away by Turner. Waters on the drive, little circus shot doesn't go. Ermel standing straight up. I don't think he committed the foul.
Nah.
On the drive from Lukitis. And they're going to get, no, they are going to get Ermel on the foul. So.
Okay, it was Ermel. Okay, I agree with you, Rob. I thought Ermel had all ball and somebody else hit the body of Lukitis.
So it's official. All 5 starters each have 2 fouls. That could play a factor later on in the game, but Lukitis going to send him to the line. And he misses his 2nd consecutive free throw. Had a 1-on-1 opportunity in that first half and missed the front end.
We talked about the foul trouble issue Sterling had. Like I said, look even as we get into this third quarter for Turner to go right at either Javon Johnson or Antoine Arnett.
Titus, an empty trip to the free throw line, and remains a 10-point Sterling lead. Zingaro going to set up the offense here, going with their starting 5 here in the second half. With a 10-point lead, Arnett for 3, too strong, and it will be Garnet basketball. Hits a stanchion behind the basket.
And going back for that first half, we saw a lot of fouls there. It kind of reminded me of that JV game where Sterling was in that foul trouble before, and it was a real struggle for Sterling's JV team to really get through that.
Waters pass picked off by Javon Johnson. Zingaro open for 3 in transition and hits it. Big bucket from Jimmy Zingaro. His first bucket of the game is a triple, and it's a 32-19 game.
Yeah, and a great job of getting off a nice quick release there with Heights applying a little bit of pressure.
Lukitis, fake foul line pull-up jumper's good.
This is one of their outside shooters. Really didn't have a good first half from the outside, but he's one of those guys who can catch fire. Definitely somebody who you've got to address on the perimeter there. He's something short jumper.
4 points for Nick Lukitis. And the Sterling lead is 11. Heights trying to play that defense, and they're going to cause a turnover. Arnett does not like the call. looking for an explanation as he jogs back down the court. But really no complaints from head coach Justin Barringer.
No, he was right there. That's when, if you're Arnett, you just got to look past that.
Turner up top. To his left to Waters. Waters going to come right down the lane. Lukaitis thought about the three. Creates some space, leaves it short. And here comes Sterling in transition. Javon Johnson down low from Jimmy Zingaro.
Well, another great look from Jimmy Zingaro, delivering a pass right on the money.
Lukaitis is swarmed by that Sterling defense combination of Arnett and Ermel, and somehow it still stays Garnet basketball.
And the key to that pass in getting him enough space was the no look. It didn't allow the defenders to hedge over and get a head start and possibly knock the ball away.
13-point lead for Sterling, looking to remain undefeated on the season and also here at the Castle. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz, and John Hallwood. Bringing you all the action here from Somerdale, New Jersey. Glad you joined us on YouTube as well, across the world, because no fans here.
White's right now just really trying to be patient.
Well, floater does not drop for Dillard. Still looking for possession, and Dillard gets his own rebound somehow in that massive humanity. Turner, count the basket and the foul. Strong bucket by Isaiah Turner, who has 10 points, and he'll go to the line for the conventional three-point variety.
And we talked about how at times Sterling dominated in the low post in that first half, but definitely not there. And boy, give credit to Turner down in the low post. Talk about having a lot of tenacity and finally delivering and giving himself an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
6 of 8 from the line is Turner. He adds another.
We probably already talked about this, but Haddon Heights' JV team bringing out a lot of noise.
John Johnson, turnaround jumper, too strong. Rebound over to Waters. Here comes Waters with Ermel trailing. Waters going to take it all the way himself. Some contact from Zingaro there, no call, and here comes Sterling the other way. Turned over now by Dillard.
Yeah, you can't get caught up in a situation with this Haddon Heights defense where you overhandle the ball. You got to move the ball up the floor via the passes, not the ball handle.
Dillard all the way, too strong off the glass. Rebound down low to Javon Johnson. They're going to call a jump ball, and we'll stay Haddon Heights basketball. 3:55 remaining here in this third quarter, and a 10-point lead for Sterling, as McFadden going to check into the game for Ermel. Dillard to inbound. Turner double teamed, and now he has to back it out.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of defenders collapse down on Turner anytime he gets the ball.
Waters in some trouble. Turnaround jumper doesn't fall. Rebound to Javon Johnson. Here comes Tummings. Tummings with Arnett. Arnett with a burst of speed. Baseline floater. Well short. Waters now back in transition. Numbers the other way. And it's deflected away by Sterling. We'll stay Garnet basketball. 3:28 left to go in the third quarter clock.
Yeah, both teams are going through a little bit of a sloppy stretch right here. Here you see the turnover.
Zingaro ahead for Sterling. Loses the handle. Good defense by Heights is number 24. That's George DeGanitz.
One thing we're seeing is they're really letting them play. As you look at him right there, might have looked like he might have had arm right there, but refs are letting them play on both ends. I know there's been times where Coach Ricci and Coach Barringer thought they could have gotten called for fouls and drives to the basket, but they're putting the whistles away.
Zingaro going to slow things down rather, as he's barking out the instructions from Coach Barringer. Zingaro faked the three, hands it off to Arnett, and now Tummings up top to Javon Johnson. Almost a turnover as McFadden hands it over to Zingaro. shot as well, short, will be Garnet basketball. And again, Sterling for in consecutive games, Kevin, keeps teams around.
Yeah,
well, it's clearly a Sterling game.
And the other thing Heights is forcing them to do is they're really not allowing them to get that outlet pass and get the fast break going, forcing Sterling to try and run an offense in the half-court set.
Brooks can't get it to fall. Tummings open in the corner. Javon Johnson, nice move off the window and in with the left hand.
Good job by Javon Johnson with the spin move, using his body, spinning around and finishing.
Back to a 12-point Sterling lead. Lukaitis has it blocked by Arnett. Check that, that was Duganitz. As Tummings can't hit in transition. And a lot of finger pointing here. Will stay Sterling basketball as Isaiah Turner going to check back into the game, replacing Josier Brooks. Impressive night from Isaiah Turner, 11 points through 2 3/4 played. Full timeout on the floor. Take a look at some of the clips, some of our, actually it's more than clips now, full featured games now on YouTube, and we want to thank Mr. K and the entire tech crew, and especially Paul Mays and everybody here at Sterling for getting us hooked up here, especially in an era where we can't have fans in here to view the games. Everybody's in the comfort of the living room. Hope everybody's safe and healthy at home enjoying this one here tonight.
I feel like those guys were here every day over the break or the time that we had off from mid-November until January 19th. And they did a great job, and this is just an amazing new setup we have here for everybody to take advantage of. And it's great we're able to get the games on YouTube for everyone to see, especially with the situation we're in right now. Just an outstanding job by Mr. K, Mr. Mays, Andrew Kane, and everybody who was involved with it, if I'm missing anybody.
And Andrew Kane going to get another shout out. He was just selected as a student of the month.
Well-deserved.
So a well-deserved accolade for senior Andrew Kane, who kind of an irreplaceable member of the tech crew, one of the best that we've ever had here in our tenure here at Sterling. We've had some really, really good tech crew members, and they all do a great job, but Andrew Kane just putting in the extra effort.
Yep. No doubt about it.
Back to live action. Arnett for a long three. Does not go. And now the Garnets with 2 minutes to play here in the third. Looking to cut into that 12-point lead. Ermel going to check back into the game for Sterling at the next whistle. Three ball is not going to fall for Duganitz. But the putback is good.
Now Heights is finding a way to get the bounces on these rebounds, as you see them right now picking up the defense at the half.
McFadden for three is no good. Rebound over to Duganitz. So after the bucket by Waters, makes it a 10-point game as we tick down to 1 minute remaining here in this third quarter.
Doing a good job in this man defense.
I'll make a prediction here. The next team that goes on a, say, a 6-0 run is going to win this game. As Turner chimes in from downtown, his first 3-point bucket, and now it is a 7-point game.
Yeah, Arnett got caught up somewhere. Turner was wide open. He's a kid who's had a lot of quality drives to the basket, but when you're that wide open, you figure, what the heck, fire away.
McFadden almost trapped in the corner, and Fleming almost picks that pass off back to McFadden, or excuse me, to Tummings.
I have not heard this loud in a long time.
Javon Johnson, 8 points tonight, 6 coming in this third quarter. Big bucket there from Javon Johnson.
Yeah, Rob, a big bucket, but also a great job of McFadden getting the pass right to that right spot where Johnson can just catch the ball, pivot, and he's right at the basket.
3 seconds left to play. I don't think Heights sees the clock. They finally throw one up at the buzzer, and that's definitely not the shot that Heights wanted. And a 9-point Sterling lead going into the fourth quarter.
Look at the pass right there, right to the side of Johnson, where he can turn away from the defender and put it right back up. That's just a great pass as well as an outstanding finish by Johnson. Here we see our cutouts right there. Like we said, Mr. K is the leader in the middle. So there's Mr. and Mrs. K Senior down there. But if anybody acts up, we go to Mr. K because he's the leader of the group. Young Mr. K.
Next game is going to be Tuesday, February 9th. The girls back in the castle. They were supposed to be here earlier this week, but obviously Mother Nature said not so much. And they're going to be taking on Haddon in what's going to be a phenomenal game. And a good test for the girls basketball team. JV game, John Hallwood. Jake, you guys going to have that call, I'm sure, at the 4 o'clock. And then Schulze, you'll have it on 5:30.
Here we see right here. Look at him get to this. He gets the ball this side right there. Johnson gets it, and yeah, that was one of the things we talked about, that Javon Johnson really matured in his ability to finish down a low post. We saw that kind of have an evolution as you had things go along last year, and really finished up strong in that area.
So Sterling going to look to hang on to home court here with a 10-point lead. To put this in perspective, guys, Haddon Heights 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Sterling 1 of 2.
Well, I knew the free throw, I mean, the outside shooting really hasn't been there. You had Turner get the outside shot, but in the first half, Haddon Heights really struggled.
And the problem is that Sterling's just keeping Heights in this game, and it's really dangerous for Sterling right now as see as Ermel turns over the ball.
Fleming has it blocked by Zingaro, and they're going to call foul as Waters with the putback. Attempt is no good, and that's going to send Waters back to the line. That's going to be the 14th and 15th attempt at the line for this Garnet team, and the third foul personal on Ermel, team second.
Good job by Waters with the pump fake, getting Ermel off his feet, and that ultimately is what led to him drawing the foul.
18 fouls on Sterling, and that was really the storyline of that first half, Kevin, was the foul trouble that Sterling was in, and it kind of put him in a little bit of a hole. They were able to get out of it relatively unscathed towards the latter part of that second quarter.
Well, your two premier low post players had to be out for the last couple of minutes.
8-point Sterling lead, and they turn the ball right back over. A 2-on-1 the other way. Transition bucket, count the basket and the foul for Dillard.
And this right here is really concerning for Sterling right now. Is if they get this is 3 points, and Heights is really chipping away into the Sterling lead.
Foul was called on Zingaro, his third, team's fourth, and a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout, so Coach Behringer sensing that run, and this is the closest that Haddon Heights has been since the first quarter.
Yeah, this is a good timeout, and it's all predicated on the defense we're seeing from Heights, and that's something, guys, we knew about. We knew it was coming. It was a matter of how Sterling's going to handle it.
Let's see if we can get everybody. This is the look that we get here from our broadcast booth. That we can. It's hard to sneak everybody in here. We'll try and get everybody in here. There we go. There we are. Hey, everybody at home. This is our broadcast team. Jake back there as well, and he's I'm sure surfing the internet, trying to get some stats on this game. Either that or he's doing wrestling prep, one or the other. We're not quite sure. Wrestling scheduled to start on March 1st, and the swimming season underway finally. They had their first practice of the year this morning, a 5:30 a.m. practice.
You would have to pay me to wake up that early.
Listen, I'm up around that time anyway, so, and you got to give a shout out to Coach Stewart, Coach Flacco, and all those swimmers for that's dedication right there. It's one thing to have practice at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock after school. It's one thing to have practice at 5 o'clock in the morning. So good, best of luck in a 5-meet season for Coach Stewart and the rest of the Sterling swim team. Free throw up and good by Dillard, and it's now a 5-point game. So Sterling in need of some points here as the Garnet's going to ramp up the pressure again.
If you hold the ball too long on the side, you could be assured you're going to get trapped.
McFadden, double team down low. And look at this defense from Haddon Heights, doing their best impersonation of Sterling as Waters went in a little too hard on Arnett, and he commits his third, just the team's first.
The key against this defense is to play fast, but at the same time not play erratic. And we've seen Sterling respond to the defense by playing erratically at times. But a good job here, McFadden finishing.
Somehow they lost McFadden, and it's back to a 7-point Sterling lead, 6.5 remaining here in the fourth. Waters with his 3 fouls. Good look down low. Not able to convert the lay-in is Duganitz. That was a huge miss from Duganitz. Zingaro, can he answer? No. He gets his own rebound, finds Javon Johnson wide open for 3, leaves that short. Rebound over to Dillard.
And this is what we also saw in the JV game, that they had these open looks and just not able to get them in.
This second half, they're really collapsing everybody down at the low post on those shots and are starting to get a lot more rebounds on both ends of the floor.
Turner working one-on-one, and they're going to call a foul. And I would love to have a second look at this as they call this.
The key is to see if the feet are moving. You see right here, yep, if you have the feet moving on that drive, you're going to get called for the block.
Arnett did not like the call, wisely walked away, and he picks up his third. That's the team's 5th, and is a non-shooting foul. So the Garnets will inbound underneath. Deflected away, and they'll try it again.
That's something, guys, we talked about. Turner and a lot of the Haddon Heights ball handlers are going to try to go at either Arnett or Javon Johnson, with both guys having 3 fouls.
Wide open for 3 is Duganitz, and he converts. First bucket of the game for George Duganitz, and it's a big one. And it's a 4-point Sterling lead.
Well, one thing that fell short for Heights in that first half was outside shooting. If they start to get hot from there, Strome's in trouble.
Arnett for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to Fleming. Chance to make it a 1-possession game for the Garnets here with 5 1/4 minutes remaining.
Guys, Heights has definitely grabbed the momentum in this game. There's no question about it, even being down by 4.
And a moving screen on Isaiah Turner. That's going to be his first, team's second. Saw that one all the way, did not have the feet set. If you're just checking us out for the very first time, as you see, watch the screen right here, still moving. Good call by the official. Something unique that you'll notice this season, with all the precautions with COVID-19, the officials will not touch the ball. Fleming on the interception. Fleming lays it up and in.
And here's your 6-point prediction right here.
It's a 2-point game. And Arnett steps on the end line, on the baseline, and it will be another turnover. And Coach Behringer calls a timeout, 4:38 remaining. I'd love to see another look at that one.
Yeah, this is what Heights does. They get you out of your rhythm. 2 consecutive trips down the floor result in unforced turnovers for Sterling.
So a timeout on the floor by Coach Behringer. Let's see take a look at the turnover here. You'll see Antoine Arnett in the corner. No, this is the conversion by Fleming. And then right after that, you can see Arnett in the bottom left-hand part of your screen there. He stepped on the line, and that is a turnover. And we lose that vantage point, and for the first time all season, we're actually blocked by people, which is rare. But the officials have done a really good job within this game tonight, being very, very fair, and I think it's been a pretty balanced game overall.
And that's all you can ask for, consistency on both ends. They're letting them play.
Yep, and there, that's a great look. Yep. Great look. You can see the right foot. Now here's a chance for Haddon Heights to tie or take the lead for the first time since the opening tip. Dillard. Turner working against Arnett. Turner puts up a shot. Fleming comes down with the rebound. Tipped away again. Johnson, bodies flying everywhere, and it's going to be a loose ball foul against Sterling. It's going to be a team 6th. And the foul is going to go against Javon Johnson, his 3rd.
Both Arnett and Javon Johnson both had 3 fouls, and that's their top 2 big players.
Johnson, Zingaro, Arnett, as well as Ermel with 3. Turner is going to leave that one short. Fleming comes down with the rebound, blocked by Arnett. Comes down with his own rebound again. Fleming loses the handle, goes off of Sterling. Will stay Garnet basketball.
Well, what a job of Arnett doing. He's doing with the blocks there down on the low post, staying position, batting the ball away.
Ooh, that looked actually looked
using the body there towards the end.
Turner, different look defensively here for Sterling, going a little 2-3. Switch things around down low, Kevin. Under halfway through this 4th quarter, it's been an interesting one. Fleming, one-on-one against McFadden. 3-ball on the way, too strong. Going up and getting the rebound is Arnett. Arnett going to take it all the way himself. Count the basket and the foul!
Well, when another team's grabbing the momentum like Heights is, you need your big play player to come up with a big-time play. Great job driving to the hole, using his body. And guys, you see that outstanding body control that allows him to finish and give him the opportunity for the old-fashioned 3-point play. It's just a great job by Anton Arnett. And a 3rd quarter that has been anything but a clean quarter for Sterling. A lot of sloppiness, some unforced turnovers, but Anton Arnett showing why he's Sterling's go-to guy, no question about it.
It's a clutch free throw. He has 13 points tonight. And it's back to a 5-point lead. Wild shot thrown up. Zingaro comes down with the rebound. Has Arnett ahead. Arnett all the way in for 2, and the momentum going back to Sterling, and a timeout on the floor.
Well, with those 2 trips down the floor and a real shoddy half-court set there, not even a half-court set, but Heights getting sloppy with the ball. Coach Mike Ricci figured now's probably the best time to call timeout with Sterling. Getting back to playing the way they played in that first half. You see that transition defense for Heights is not there.
Arnett had 2 options as well in McFadden. If you look at another look at it, also had McFadden and Tummings trailing as well. So, I mean, that was numbers the other way for Sterling.
Yeah, and you look at our next game, obviously girls basketball. Haddonfield coming in here with Keegan Douglas, who's just an outstanding guard.
Unbelievable.
It's Tuesday, February 9th at 5:30. Always a battle, another great rivalry. I think that's the great thing we get here at Sterling or wherever you are in this Colonial Conference is they're all pretty local teams where kids know each other, and it makes for has made for some great games over the years. Well, guys, it's ironic that most of the baskets for Sterling in that first half were transition buckets. Really didn't have much of that, and I'm sure that's what Coach Mike Ricci talked a lot about, defending the transition in that 3rd quarter, but Sterling really finished strong with 2 transition baskets to finish out that.
7 points, Sterling lead, just about 3 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Heights has gotten to within 2 and has never led in this game. Fleming. And looking around, they're trying to find something offensively, trying to create some room. As Dillard drives to the basket, he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah. Waters or Turner have been the two guys who've driven to the hole, but Dillard right there, seeing a little seam opening up there, just drove right to the basket. Another kid who had great body control, getting himself to the free throw line.
Fourth foul on Andrew Tummings as Dillard hits his first. He's perfect at the line tonight. So Coach Barringer, you have to be careful with Andrew Tummings and his 4 fouls. He's had himself a good night. 10 points all coming in that first quarter for Andrew Tummings.
And Tummings is a very good defensive player, like we've heard from that. Like we've heard. You see him in the starting 11 a lot. I mean, starting 5, I should say. So, that says a lot.
Arnett passed on the 2, passed on the 3, went for the hard 2, can't get that to fall. And Javon Johnson comes down with the rebound, puts it up, leaves it short. Arnett with the offensive rebound and the putback. Antoine Arnett has scored 7 points here in this fourth quarter and given Sterling a little bit more breathing room.
And that was a case of Antoine Arnett just getting off his feet so much quicker than everybody else under the basket. He got 3 different rebounds on that one trip down the floor and finally finishing things off.
Not to mention, he had like the whole team on him.
And Antoine Arnett wisely going to slow things down here. Under 2 minutes to play and Sterling with a 7-point lead. Zingaro finds Ermel wide open underneath and gets it to drop.
Well, that's what you have to do against this Haddon Heights team. Spread them out, make them come to you, open up the floor. Sterling was able to do that and give himself some space and allowing Ermel to ultimately finish.
Drive by Waters. Wild. Ermel comes down with the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to stay. Heights basketball. They're going to make some substitutions.
Tenacity of Antoine Arnett and finishing right there. That's the other thing I think we talk a lot about. A lot more physical player now than he was over the last 2 years, and that's just all part of your body developing. And he's really come on in that area in a big way.
He's going to be a good player at the next level for sure. Get a copy of this event or any event featured here on Channel 19, just $20 per event, $3 for the mailing. Just contact us on the information there at the bottom left-hand part of your screen. That fancy 3D graphic is going to fade away, and we're back to live action.
Look at the strong group here. Guys, give them credit. I mean, this is the first time. You know, you've played some solid teams, but you knew that you were going to get challenged more in this Haddon Heights game than you had in the previous 3 games. And give credit to them. Heights made their best run in that third quarter, coming to within 2. And Sterling pulled away in the strength of Antoine Arnett with the strong transition baskets, and everybody else followed suit. Just like that, Sterling right now with 1 minute 28 seconds left is up by 9.
Inbound underneath the basket for Haddon Heights. Trailing by 9. They need some threes in a big way. And quickly. An open look by Dillard. He passed on it, went for the 2. Fleming with the rebound. He gets it blocked. Haddon Heights in desperation mode here with under just about a minute remaining, and that might be it for Haddon Heights. They needed to convert on that possession to have even a shot, as Arnett is fouled by Dillard, his second, and that's gonna, they have a long way to go to put people on the line. You can 62 seconds away from victory here from Sterling to remain undefeated in this 2021 season. Goes Zingaro in the backcourt with 1 minute remaining. McFadden, baseline floater looking for Arnett, off the window and in. Antoine Arnett scoring 9 points here in this fourth quarter when Sterling absolutely needed to have it.
And that's a case of Arnett just getting the ball. If you're McFadden, just get it in the general area and Arnett will take care of it.
Javon Johnson gets across the timeline. Ermel open for three, takes it and hits it. Mike Ermel, his second three of the night. He has 8 points and pads the Sterling lead to 14. Lukaitis in and out. Javon Johnson with the rebound with 15 to go, and I would imagine Sterling is just going to take it across the timeline and hang on to it.
Yeah, just a well-earned win here by Sterling.
Post game will follow here tonight. Haddon Heights got to within 2, but the Sterling senior Antoine Arnett provided some big buckets towards the end, and Sterling hangs on for a 14-point victory. Don't let that number fool you, because about 5 minutes ago, it was a 2-point game.
I agree with you, Rob. The two biggest trips down the floor were baskets in transition by Antoine Arnett, and he was just tenacious, especially down the stretch.
19 points from Antoine Arnett to lead all scorers. Sterling wins this one 54-40. We'll get off to a quick break. Come back with our players of the game, talk to Coach Behringer. Sterling remains undefeated at home and on the season. We'll be back right after this.
The Colonial Conference has always prided itself
on the tightly wound threads that extend through our communities that we represent.
For decades, these threads have created a bond,
unlike any other in high school athletics.
And it is during times of adversity and injustice,
such as what we currently face,
that our Colonial Conference commitment to doing what is right
and promoting the fundamental concepts of respect.
We call on all of those who represent
the Colonial Conference
to continue to strive for unity and equality.
with the alley-oop. Finishing right there. Lot of highlights tonight. You see him right there missing and then being tenacious, staying with it. Back here with our stars of the game. We're first going to have Anton Arnett. Boy, Anton, they really gave you a tough battle tonight. How physical was it down low, and how much of a tenacious game was it?
It was real physical because they got a couple big players on their team, so they tried to get real physical with us and at the bottom of the paint, but we stayed ground and we held our ground.
And this was the first game. You know, we've seen you guys get baskets in transition, but that's what really got you out to that big lead initially. Was that a plan coming in? Was that a key to the game coming in to try to get ahead and get transition baskets?
Yeah, because I couldn't really shoot today. Like, I couldn't make a shot. So I just told myself to try and get in transition and try to finish above everybody.
You just feel like you weren't in a rhythm from the outside?
Yeah, I just wasn't in a rhythm. I just couldn't get a shot. I just couldn't make a shot. And that was it.
And I'll tell you what, the thing about it, the other thing, you had transition, but also you were a presence down in the low post in that first half. A lot of times you'll set up high post, you'll move around, but when you weren't feeling that in pregame, was that your mindset? Hey, I'm going to see if I can make things happen in low post?
Yeah, when I wasn't feeling it, I just tried to go to a low post because I'm bigger than like some people. So I just said I'm gonna just try to go in low post and try to get a couple buckets down there.
And Heights challenged you guys, got to within 2 at one point. And we talk about you this year being the go-to guy. Talk about those 2 key transition baskets that allowed you guys to pull away late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they got the rebound, and I just saw my teammates get the rebound, and I just ran down, tried to get the ball, and tried to finish. That was really it.
And was this, you talk about Heights, how they defend. Is this one of those games that you feel like is going to make your team better for going through it?
Yeah, it's definitely going to make our team better because we definitely kept our composure and we stayed grounded and we just stick together through this.
I think composure is the key. And is that something where, you know, you've got you, Jimmy Zingara, Andrew Tummings, who we're going to have on here in a little bit. The fact that you guys went through things, played together last year, is that something that led you guys having the composure there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we're all familiar with each other, so I try to get us to huddle up, and I try to tell us keep our ground, just stay composed, and don't rush anything.
Okay. Anton, great job. You got to have your hair up because if your hair's up,
yeah, I know.
You look taller. You're like 6'6" with your hair up.
I know.
What are you doing?
I should put it up. I don't know.
Great job, pal.
Thanks
for coming on with us. Okay. We got Andrew Tummings. We're going to see you here, Andrew, and I think we're going to get to some of your highlights. Right here. Put the ball back. If you want to talk, feel free. Move a little closer about what you see here.
Yeah, they was trying to. I was trying to get that pass to Twan, and they wanted to. They was trying to stop him, so I figured I'll just take it up real quick. It was a nice jumper right there. They didn't close out on me.
And you've helped the team in a lot of ways. And when I look at you and see what you've done this year, you seem to be the consummate team leader. Do you feel like you've taken on that role and really feel comfortable with it this year?
Yeah, I feel like, I got to be vocal. I'm a younger guy. Like, I'm a younger upperclassman. You understand, I'm a junior. So I got to go out there, do my thing. Talk to the guys, bring the energy. That's my main role, is just to bring the energy, be that defensive guy, and score when I can.
Yeah, and we talked about, to Anton, about playing this Heights team that defends really well. They're in your face. Was there adjustments you had to make out there, or was it a case where the word he used was composure? You had to keep your composure when they come at you defensively?
Yeah, Heights, they're a real scrappy team. They want to double you every time. They want to come at you. They want to hack you. They want to do it all. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to fight through it. The rest don't give you a couple calls. That's okay. You got to go out there and fight through it.
And how tough was it? A kid like Turner, who's very physical down there. What was the key to going against him and defending against him?
Going against him, he draws a lot of fouls. You just got to stay solid, keep your hand up, you know. You got to be strong down there. That's all. That's really it. You can't do much else besides play your part.
Okay. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that you're an NHS member. Congratulations. I see the big smile. Must be something you worked hard for.
Yeah, you know, I try my hardest in the classroom. That's the point of being a student athlete. So.
And that's great. I'll tell you, being well-rounded is something that I think is going to do you good now and later in life, especially. Yeah. Andrew, thanks for coming on with us. Great job tonight, and best of luck the rest of the way.
You too.
Okay. And we go to Coach Barringer over there. Coach, you want to come up?
Yo, what's up?
Boy, you looked at the final score, and Mr. Strauss mentioned that this game was a lot closer than that final score.
Oh, absolutely. You know, credit to Richie. He always has those guys ready to play. Even when I was at Woodbury, Mike just does a great job. He throws a lot of different looks at you. You know what I mean? He blitz you from time to time. So I told the guys, you got to be ready for that. And it was effective, right? We haven't seen that. But every game, you know, you just inch more. You learn a different experience. You go through it. You know, you bend, but you don't break. So that was good. That was good for us, you know, in exposure. It's good, you know, especially going against a good Haddon Heights team.
And you talk about going through, and this was something we alluded to Antoine. Do you feel like a game like this, and I'll ask you the same question I asked them, it's going to make your team a lot better moving forward?
We've said that from Overbrook scrimmage. Yeah. We've said that every day we want to get better at something. And we're just blessed. I'm glad we had the opportunity to see a different look, right? Because now you get to, you know, endure it together. And then you would make adjustments, and then you get better at it. Because how are you going to get better if you don't go through a little adversity? You know, so, you know, we welcome that, for sure.
And there was a time you had a real clean first half.
Yeah.
A lot of transition baskets. Was that something
Yeah,
you really
we've been working.
Well,
I don't want to tell you too much, people watching the broadcast, but we work on getting out, right? We just want to run, we want to go, because it doesn't give them enough time to set up. Where's the big boy at? Number 5? Yeah, good game, bro. You a sophomore?
Game, guys.
Man, yo, good to see you. Like, tell Richie you need to hook me up with your sales guy. I need that gear. Sorry about that.
All good.
But I was talking about I want to see the big guy just rebound. We were just getting killed on the glass. Really not owning thing, kind of going over the back, just establishing some position. You know, we saw that early on. And, you know, there was another thing, just put that on ticket. But what was the question you were asking me?
I was saying about the transition.
Transition. Yeah, those are things we want to do, especially when we saw with the 1-2-2, right? When we start doing that, we want to try to get them off balance, right? And those were a lot of our baskets were coming early. So, you know, if we can get like, you know, 6 to 10 points a game off just easy transition baskets, off of that, off like a foul shot, I'm happy with that.
And they kind of, in the second half, I'm sure it was a big part of what Mike Ricci talked about halftime is defending against that transition.
Yeah.
Didn't allow you to do it as much, but talk about in crunch time. They got you playing a little bit out of control.
Yeah.
They got close within 2. What Antoine Arnett was able to do with those 2 big transitions.
Well, I told Antoine, I said, you know, my challenge to Antoine was, you know, as the game gets on, you should get better. And he did that. And that's what he's doing for us, right? He's got to be that calmness, but he can't be the one always holding that. And we challenged the guys saying, hey, a couple balls that we missed, we didn't hold on to, right? Maybe rushed us off and threw us off a little bit, got us off our game. And we weren't trying to put too much stuff in, because if you try to put too much stuff in, then you're looking at, okay, we can't do the little things right, right? So every now and again, you got to throw like a little slip, try to get Vaughn in on the block, right? Try to have somebody cut through and then rotate. But like I said, we've never practiced that. You know, we're going day by day to try to get better at the things we do first. And then they handle some adversity, and then we'll go back tomorrow in practice, and we'll give that a little bit of a wrinkle, right?
Prioritize things.
We got to prioritize. You know, we got to do what we do well. And the only thing we probably would have done a little differently is just kind of collapse a little bit more and not allow them too much of the dribble drive, right? Sometimes you got to go out and help. I tell Antoine all the time, you know, Antoine had a dunk. I don't mind the dunk, but him not getting back on defense then gives the one kid, you know, number 5, gives him one thing in the lane. I don't mind the dunk, right? If you miss a dunk, that's fine. Make a statement. But what you're not going to do is not get back and let it easy 2 baskets.
Don't lose points.
Yeah, because then we lost that momentum right there. So just a couple things early that they were getting caught in, some foul trouble that were uncharacteristic. But, you know, we're a team that we don't want to play zone. So we're going to have to learn and endure these things and not keep teams in foul trouble. I mean, into the game. Because, you know, early they had 7 points at halftime. 7 of their 19 points were off of free throws.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, you're giving them opportunity. If we get stops, right? It's a totally different ball game. You can bust that out. The game slows down a little bit more when you got fouls. So those are things that day by day we'll start learning to play with our feet, trying to collapse. Just little things. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, but that's a good
for sure
summary of really what went on with your team. What's next for you guys?
We have Haddonfield, which should be a good test. So need some film out there. Yeah, but we got Haddonfield next, and we look forward to Paul. Paul's another great coach. I know Paul's going to be ready for us, and I'm just glad we don't have to play. Well, we played Richie back to back. I know he threw a little something other wrinkle at us, so it's always fun coaching against them.
I was just going to say, and this is the last question.
Sure.
Talk about how neat it is coaching against guys and the local rivalries. Obviously, we boundary. Haddon Heights.
Well, some gamemanship, before the game, some gamemanship. You talk a little bit, see how things are going. I know they have a lot about us, and we try to keep it, fun and light and stuff like that. But I know he's a competitor. He wanted to come out here. He did a great job adjusting. But it's also good because when you see him out in other places, it's just fun talking about those experiences. Just thank God we got this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great job, Coach.
But he's going to be back, that's for sure.
Thanks for coming on with us.
No problem. My pleasure.
Okay.
Yep. See you.
And we'll take it back to Mr. Strauss, courtside.
Thank you, Schulze. Thanks to Coach Barringer, Andrew Tummings, and, of course, Antoine Arnett for taking some time out and giving us an analysis of what was a 14-point victory for Sterling, but it was not – the score was definitely not indicative of how close that game actually was. The next game should be a good, real good one. Tuesday, February 9th, girls on the home court. JV's going to start at 4 o'clock, 5:30 start for Varsity as the Bulldogs coming into town. We'll have that game live for you on Channel 19 starting at 4 o'clock. Check that out on YouTube as well. And then just a great victory, a gut check victory, I think, here tonight for the boys basketball team. They win it by 14 for John Hallwood. Jake the freshman doing a great job taking care of the JV game. Kevin Schulz, Ted Kozaneski, the entire Channel 19 crew. I'm Rob Strauss. We will see you on Tuesday when Hatfield comes to town. See you soon.